Are you playing in the bathtub with your little doll? Action figure!
I can do it for the will. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel murderer.
Would you look at that? A toy show. What do you say we go in there and see what they got? Step right up and hear all about wonderful plastic pieces of marbles. Only here on Collectable Past.
Welcome, me little droobies. It's time to talk about some toys and to avoid the other nonsense that has been going on. There's been a whole lot of it. We had to preempt the show last week because it was just so absolutely ridiculous with all these people and their stupidity. And as of course, as predicted, the stupidity continues because that is just what you get with marvelously brain-dead, developmentally stunted idiots. But we're going to talk about toys, and we're going to try to avoid some of the nonsense for a little while, and we're going to have some last IC Chaos toy. First one in the house today. I know Adam had said something earlier, but of course, as the show gets started, all those older comments disappear. What's going on, Chaos, man? Good to see you, man. Gap After Dark also in the house, man. Check out the shorts that Gap's always posted, man. If you haven't by now, absolutely check him out. I got to put him in the list. I've got to reshuffle that list that's attached to the show. DJ Play Nice. What's going on, man? Rock on. Guys, remember to go ahead and share the links out there to let everybody know we're going because there's always the games with YouTube. Oh, man, it's always the games. They just never stop. I'd like to thank everybody that helped push the channel back up over 1900 again, 1990, I should say. Getting ever so close to that elusive 2000 number, just so I can tell somebody, I told you so. I get to 2000 before I get monetized, because that's the way it is. ClownTube is being a dick, and they're always being that way, man. Thanks, DJ Play Nice. We do our best here. We do our best. A little bit of pain in the Gulliver. Yeah, that's right. Come get one in the yabbles if you got any. Guys, thank you for joining us already. Everybody that's going to be watching in the replay, of course, everybody's hanging out in the chat. Make yourself known on all the platforms that everybody's watching. Thank you for joining us. And of course, with that, I am the host with the terrible most. I am the most hated guinea pig anywhere online that you have ever seen in the world. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Just in case you didn't know, granted, my name probably says it all, but I figured I'd tell you that anyway. Isn't that the thing you're supposed to do on YouTube? Let people know who you are. But of course, we got our awesome co-host right here helping me run the show. We got Vinnie Art.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, we got some cool. I think we got some pretty cool pieces this week. I've been looking forward to showing a couple of them. That one I had recorded for 2 weeks now. I haven't had a chance to play it, so I'll be playing it. But I'll have less towards, by the way. I have the last handful that I'll probably end up reviewing, and then that'll be it. But I got other cool shit anyway, so yeah, we'll be getting into that stuff. And getting ready for a convention this weekend. So if anyone is in West Palm this weekend, check out UltraCon. Just letting people know that right now. I'll say it again later. But awesome to be here, man. Hope everyone's having a good one.
Be sure to go check out Vinnie at UltraCon. That's right. Only this weekend at UltraCon. Where are you going to see him at? UltraCon. Not Minimus Con. Not Almost Con, but UltraCon. Awesome as always, Vinnie. Shifty.
Hey, glad to be here, man. I'm back on the toy train hard because Ross is killing it right now with the deals. I've got a lot to show off this week. A lot of stuff I picked up at Ross. they're heading into the holiday season, and they're getting a lot of good stuff in. And there's something I'm on the hunt for, and I've been calling every day this week, and hopefully I get my hands on it and show off on one of these shows. But I got discount toys pulling me on one side, and I got pre-orders pulling me on the other side, and I don't know what to do. I had to actually dig out my Metal Gear games that I've collected over the years, and I'm going to try to unload those tomorrow for a little bit of money on Craigslist, so I can pay for all these wonderful, wonderful toys.
The discounts to the left of him. Pre-orders to the right. There, Shifty. He is outside Target selling those toys. Shifty, thanks for joining us, man.
Walmart, actually. It's Walmart, actually.
You're going to be outside of Walmart. Hey, kid, you ain't getting nothing in it. Check out what I got under my coat. No, it's not that. Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Not awesome, man. It's always cool when you find these deals and you always share them with all of us, too, because it helps a lot of us, especially when the budgets are pinched, man. Good luck on finding all those things that you're looking for. And, as always, if I happen to spot something, I'll let you know for sure.
Cool.
And, of course, we are also joined by Slasher McSplitter.
Hi, what's up? Yeah, everyone on panel, everyone in chat, hope you're all doing good. So, I think unlike Shifty and like Vinnie, I'm going to be hopping off the toy train, at least for these newer ones. Like you said, you got to show these people that we can't keep supporting them with certain people making decisions and working at these companies and shit. And it's a shame too, because I really do enjoy picking up these DC McFarlane figures. They're awesome. I got hooked on buying them.
Yep.
But I don't want to. Even Marvel, I don't want to buy any of the new Marvel figures. I think I'm just going to keep sticking with the old stuff. It's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those new McFarlane figures that were coming out even though I know nothing about that Mr. Sticks character, he would look like an awesome figure, and I would have picked him up.
Was that the one with the skeleton head?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a website exclusive, though.
Yeah, but I'm sure you'd have been able to find him somewhere else.
Oh, me? No, the exclusives are fun. Yeah, they're too fucking hard for me to find, but it only depends. Your GameStop is the only place I've really been able to find some of those kind of things. But yeah, it's pain. Adam could probably find them for like $12 online somewhere.
And there was I saw an awesome Scarecrow figure that was it you that posted that picture, Tommy, in the group chat of that Scarecrow figure that was coming out? That's like one of the best looking Scarecrow figures I've ever seen.
Yes, I think there was it was a Scarecrow, and then there was a Riddler and something else.
Batgirl. They all came out today on pre-order.
I just remember that Scarecrow figure. That looked fucking awesome. And I would have loved to have gotten that to go next to my Joker and my Two-Face figures, but yeah, it is what it is. I get to hold on to some more money, so.
Yeah, it is what it is, and it is a shame, because there's so many things we're looking for. But not to fear, because McFarlane ain't going to be around doing those toys for much longer anyway.
And I hate that term too. I hate using that term. It is what it is. I don't like that term, but you just got to use it sometimes.
You do. I know you do. What's going on? Good stuff in the house, and what's going on? Keely, ciao. Guys, remember to keep sharing the links out there to let everybody know we're going. We're going to have a little bit of fun, and thank you so far to everybody who stopped in and watching the show as we're getting ready to have some good old-fashioned toy fun again after the calamity that has been actually the past couple of weeks, like 3-4 weeks. I mean, it's just been nonsense after nonsense, and we're going to escape it the best way we know how. Now, what I'm going to start off the toy show with is something that actually was requested by one of our panelists. And I know once he sees it come up, he's going to, cool. And I had to do research for this one for a while because there wasn't actually a whole lot of information on this toy line. I barely remembered it. And it took me a while to find stuff. But, after like a month or better, it might have been almost 2 months searching, I finally came up with enough information to have Indy explain all about this toy franchise to you. Indy, Archaeological Pig, take it away.
Welcome, one and all. I am your Professor, Indy, of the Guinea Pig Collective. And now, we are going to get into some toy history. On today's toy history lesson, we'll be talking about another toy franchise that many seem to have forgotten and wasn't around for all that long. We will be talking about Pop-Oids. Now, Pop-Oids were produced by Tomy and were a line of interlocking construction toys known for their bendy, colorful, and popping sounds. These uniquely designed pieces could be connected to build creatures, structures, vehicles, and many other types of shapes, only limited by the creator's imagination. It is unclear exactly which year Pop-Oids came out, but it came out in between the years 1982 and 1983 and ended somewhere around 1986 to 1987. The popping sound from the Pop-Oids was created from their accordion-like pieces that were made available in every set. And as stated, these things were extremely colorful and very unique in their design as compared to a lot of other building toys that were out at the time. Certain sets came with very unique and distinct pieces that were part of the build sets, and of course the much larger sets were just generalized pieces for construction. And like every other company that wanted to get their product out there to get a little bit more money and to be able to get a little bit more recognition and visibility, in 1985, Tomy partnered up with McDonald's and released smaller sets of Pop-Oids as promotional items in McDonald's Happy Meals. Of course, this increased sales and increased the visibility of their product. Today, many of those old Tomy Pop-Oids are sought after vintage items and are highly collectible. Now, around 2017, there was a re-release of Pop-Oids, but it is unclear of how long they were being produced. Guys, do you remember Pop-Oids? Thank you for joining me, Indy, on this toy history lesson.
Yeah, RR remembers them in the Happy Meals, but yeah, go ahead.
Hell yeah. Those were my jam when I was a kid. I would make masks, and my dad would pose for them with pictures. They had the big googly eyes, and make a helmet out of them. Made some little creatures and vehicles stuff. They had the little helicopter blades. You can make little helicopters and stuff. I think the line would have really took off if they hadn't just produced the sets multicolored. If they had made creature prints, like tiger stripe versions, or like a snake, they had snake patterns on it. I think they would have took off a lot more because you could make monsters and stuff, and they didn't really expand their product. So I think that's why it was kind of short-lived. But the idea itself was really cool.
No, it was definitely interesting to dig into this one. Like I said, I vaguely remembered them. Good stuff you said here. I remember those. I'm old. Aren't we all? Aren't we all to some degree? A snake like a cobra. Yeah, right? Hey, Johnny, where are you, Johnny? You should have had a Cobra Kai Pop-Oids. You should absolutely reach out to the creators that relaunched it and get that done. No, I would agree with that. And I think that's where a lot of these other companies, like the ones that were doing Mega Bloks and, of course, Lego, that's why they stuck around for as long as they did, because they kept re-innovating the brand. They didn't let it sit there and go stagnant. And unfortunately, that's what Pop-Oids did. They just relied on their uniqueness to be able to keep carrying them forward. And it's not to say they didn't come out with some pretty interesting design, like aliens and different types of ships and all this other stuff. But when you're not adding other elements to it by making the set pieces look different, it's only like small little extras that seem to be the big selling feature for a whole new set instead of something that is uniquely designed.
Yeah, I mean, if they would have just made like some like industrial looking ones, like you could, because I think some of them floated. I mean, they had to float because they're hollowed out. I mean, you can make some sweet looking like underwater like vehicles and stuff if you just had the right paint application on them and stuff, the right accessories. But it's unfortunate they didn't get to expand their product enough.
Well, I think you're onto a whole market that they missed out on. So, I mean, if you had enough Popoids, and especially if you did camo print, I'm pretty sure that there's some rednecks that would have bought barrels and barrels of Popoids to make some kind of raft to go out fishing on.
I'm sure there's a lot of like shitty modern artists in like the 80s that were fucking buying these things like they were, like it was like their life depended on their final stupid piece. Like they fucking, like you walk into one of these places where everyone's smoking cigarettes and they're all wearing like white, like black turtlenecks and shit. And they're looking at a Popoid with like a fucking, like a dead baby, like a fucking, like a detached baby doll head hanging from the top of it. They're talking about how deep it is for fucking 40 minutes.
With the dab of paint on it.
Yeah. They're all dressed like Mike Myers from Sunday Live. You may not touch my monkey.
Some of them they got their mime shirts on and shit.
Or like, I had that one clip of Danny DeVito when he's got the white hair and he's walking through the art museum. Derivative, shit. This is amazing.
What's going on? Tree Rock Creations also in the house. Hey, I'm here to escape, man. You came to the right place. Yeah, Gap. I've done a few videos talking about that in the past. Didn't do one this year, obviously. By the time we're going to get to it, it was a little bit late, and plus there were so many things going on. I had pretty much the stuff that I had partially prepared for this week because all the nonsense been going on, and then my own problems that I didn't have time to get anything extra for that. I probably could have replayed one of the older ones, but I think a lot of this was lost on my old computer. But yeah, the Transformers, September 17th, 1984 is when the cartoon series started. Yep, wow. Absolutely right. 26th of this month is when Cliff Burton unfortunately passed away all those years ago. So, and don't forget, tomorrow is Talk Like a Pirate Day. So, International Talk Like a Pirate Day. So, if you didn't know, some places still run the thing where if you go and you talk like a pirate, you can get like a free donut or something like that. So, go ahead, Slash.
Since this is September, there's a lot of debuts for old school cartoons. Like, I think G.I. Joe was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing on Twitter. It's all these
DuckTales.
Yeah.
I think Heathcliff was right around the same time too, if I'm not mistaken.
Days ago, I think. Yeah. Dungeons and Dragons.
Man, we had the coolest shit back then.
Yeah.
Agreed. RR. They were never the same. Never the same after that. But I got a couple more videos here. Commercial break, and then Vinnie, I'm going to hand it off to you. These two, these are going back to back kind of in a way because the pig was very fortunate, got some pretty interesting stuff that I wasn't expecting. So, yeah.
Oh, wait, before you click it real quick, I want to ask too, did Super 7 make a figure of Cliff Burton? Or was it just Motorhead?
Not that I'm aware of. I only remember them.
I'll look it up.
Doing a few.
Yeah, we got to check that out. I was curious. I could have sworn I seen one.
Where's my Enterprise and Reliance Starship toys? No models to put together. Yeah. I mean,
they did.
But
they did do it. Oh.
Yeah. You want to see it? Let's see the picture.
Yeah, or we could check it out later too.
There's two different versions. One where he's wearing a Misfits shirt.
Oh, nice.
That's the ultimate.
And the other was like a retro?
The other one, he's wearing a Metallica shirt.
Nice. Yeah, there's a few of them that have looked pretty good. Just, the price tag's been too much on those things.
Oh, they also got the smaller ones, too.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Nice. See, that's cool.
Yeah, and see, I've never seen these anywhere.
Oh, that's awesome. The effect they got around that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. That is cool. And you get the Thor hammer. Is that what that is?
I guess so.
Holy shit! I've never seen them in store. I could have sworn I seen them online, but yeah, there you go. Holy shit! They can do it
They
right
need
when
to-
they want to.
$80
make-
though.
They
Yeah.
need to make more musical artist figures. I just don't think that they have enough out there.
You know, like
Well,
even
I mean-
like they're like, I'm surprised. Like, did anyone ever? I don't even know if I asked this before. Did they ever like? There's fucking 9 of them. Did they ever make Slipknot? Did anyone ever fucking attempt doing
I
Slipknot
don't-
figures?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that would be perfect because you got a whole bunch of them. You could fucking,
And the different masks, yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Or $80 is a bit steep.
Yeah.
But yeah, something I didn't expect. So I got 2 of these back to back. Then we're gonna hit a quick commercial break, and then Vinny's gonna come back, and Vinny's got some stuff to wow you. Stuff that Vinny has had backed up for a while. I mean, in the pan for a while. But yeah, here we go.
We are hanging out with Indy, the archaeological pig. What's going on, Indy? Oh, we got something delivered today. It's time for another unboxing. Right, Indy? Gonna help me open this one?
Show you in the box. Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Hey guys, welcome back for this unboxing. So this one came by way of Vinnie Art. Thank you, Vinny. Time to go ahead and check out to see what we got in the box here. Go. And what do we got? Oh, hell yeah. We got Constructicon Bone Crusher. Now we got Scrapper and Bone Crusher. We are well on our way to possibly getting Devastator. It'd be nice for my broke ass to have all of Devastator. So there we go. Got Bone Crusher in hand. So review will be coming soon. Probably next week, looks like. Gonna head get that one out and check that out. Holy shit, that looks pretty damn cool. Love the Constructicons. Always wanted to see a brand new set come out, and yeah, we finally have one here. So there we go with our unboxing. Again, thank you, Vinny. Guys, hope you enjoyed this unboxing.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Thank you. I mean,
Dude.
yeah.
A pleasure. I know you've been wanting these things, man.
I know. And every time I go into stores, I see a few here, and I'm like, hiding stuff. I mean, I have been slightly fortunate in the past week, and I did sell a few things off, and I did pick up a couple small things, but it's not something I'm going to be able to keep doing as much as I would like to. Unfortunately, I do not have the kind of funds to get that big set yet. That's something
I
gotta work
hear you,
towards.
man. Like I literally donating 2 pints of blood. I mean, this is crazy, because I got that the pure tap that's not contaminated. So, no, I'm kidding. But
I've been seriously thinking about the plasma thing because I heard it's $75 an hour and it's a minimum of 3 hours. I'm really considering it.
what did they say? $600?
Like I said, you need to look into the Amazon review thing because that's supposedly legit.
Yeah, there's so much stuff, man. Yeah, I want to be able to check out that because I've been selling a couple of things here and there, and some of these shops now, it's like times are too tough for them as well. One guy's like, I was trying to get rid of something. He was like, I can only do a trade-in right now. I'm like, I'm not doing trade-ins. I'm looking for cash. Yeah, it's crazy. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, man. I'm dealing with that green dozer. Yeah, right. And what's going on? I just seen him. Where'd he go? There. Shadow Hawk talks in the house, man. What's going on, man? Good to see you.
What's up?
Hey,
Good seeing you.
He said Super 7 released a Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy last month.
Oh shit.
Lurch
That's
also
cool.
in the house. What's going on, Lurch Troll? Man, good to see
What's
you
up,
as well. hope that you're all having a good one. Remember to keep sharing the links out there. And Tree Rock, I'm telling you, you guys kill me with some of this stuff, especially the gun version. But that wasn't all, man. I did get another one, and I know Vinny's probably going to have something to be able to build onto this after the commercial break. But we've got one more unboxing right here. So let's get it. Zooming in on the biggest and happiest face in the collective. Right, Indy? Oh, you sniffing that camera? Oh, Barnes, you trying to get on it too? Oh, Barnes, you got the happy face too. Happy piggies. As we are getting ready for unboxing time, piggies. Oh, yeah.
Tell you with the box. Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Yeah, of course, with Biggs leading us in, you know what we got here? We got an unboxing. This one comes by way of Sean Estep. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it, buddy. Let's go ahead and start opening this thing up. See what the collective got this time. And really do appreciate this. Things have been absolutely terrible with our finances too. So anytime we got something like this, it is absolutely appreciated. Go. Got that side open. Got a whole bunch of packaging in there. Oh man, it looks like some G.I. Joes, man. So from Sean Estep, there we go. We got the action, and look at that camera. That camera angle is horrible. We got the Action Pilot Halo, and we got the Action Marine Sniper. Check that out. Appreciate this, Sean. Nobody ever has to send anything, but you know, I am most so grateful when you do. Thank you so much. These ones are going to be getting reviews real soon. Once again, Sean Estep, thank you, buddy. Guys, hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Pig out.
Yeah,
man.
We all got them now.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, Sean's fantastic, and oh my god, man, thank you again.
Yeah, be very careful when you take that out the box. The sniper, the camo head that's on it. As soon as I pulled that from the package, the little bandana band on the back of her head just snapped right off. It's very flimsy. You may have to super glue it if it pops off.
All right. Yeah, I'll watch out for it. I've been pretty fortunate in most of the figures I've taken out of the boxes, ones that have actually should have snapped into about 1 million pieces. I haven't broken any yet.
That Halo jumper figure is awesome.
Yeah, they both look amazing.
Yeah.
He was messaging me too. He's like, I just want to double check, like, you guys don't have it yet or whatever. Because I was thinking of you guys. I'm like, yeah, no, I have not seen them. And he told me where he got them. I said, yeah, if I
was looking and none of my stores had them.
Yeah,
I
incredible.
really hope that Firefighter ends up at Ollie's at some point because that looks nice too.
It does. I was so tempted, but I'm like what is it, $34.99 plus tax? Like,
yeah,
dude. Yeah, Hasbro, man.
It comes with a lot of stuff though.
It does. It does. And the crazy thing is, I design a bunch of like firefighters and cops and EMTs for when I worked at McFarlane for the 9/11. We were going to do something like that, and then it got scrapped. So seeing it like this through Hasbro and that they're in scale with GI Joes, I'm like, oh yeah, I really want it. But,
It's at hold on.
Yeah.
You got to wait for the commercial break.
Oh, why thought I could play it since this?
Oh, okay. Oh, all right, go. Hold on, man. If I was a kid and had those GI Joe figures, I'd lose most of those pieces. Yeah, you know what? And people still do that now. Tree Rock, you're not alone because I can't even tell you how many times I've got stuff on the aftermarket where it was missing 90% of the accessories. Anybody has had to go searching for accessories when they've bought loose toys like that, they know that's where all the money is. Anywhere from $15 to up to $30 sometimes for just the accessory pieces, because they really do gouge you for that kind of shit. Yeah, damn you, Hasbro. Go ahead, Ben.
Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. A big tip: get those Ziploc sandwich bags. It's perfect. You put the stuff in there, and you're usually good.
Also,
you won't
Get the snack versions.
Also, you may want to get a dust buster, because the overlay, what is it, the gimme suit or ghillie suit, it sheds really bad. It sheds.
Oh, I heard that. I heard that on another review somewhere. They had another figure that had the ghillie suit, and the same thing happened. So I guess they don't really know what they're doing there. But I realized that there is some music playing there, so I just hit mute. But yeah, this is a quick thank you to Sean as well, because these arrived on my birthday. And I messaged him right away, thanked him, and he goes, "What?" He goes, "It's my birthday too." So a big happy birthday to Sean.
What?
Yeah, man.
What? It's like everybody's parents did it on like New Year's Eve, and they all got born. We all got born in September.
Yeah, it's wild, man. It's wild, but
the wife's birthday's in September as well.
Oh,
wow.
Well, happy birthday to her too. Holy crap.
And the funny thing is, she's gone, but my mother's was in September. Is 2 days difference from my wife.
Oh, wow. That is amazing stuff. But hell yeah, man. Yeah, happy birthday to everybody out there. Adams was just on, was the second or the third? I think it was the second. But yeah, like I'm saying, good stuff all around. And again, big thank you to him.
And a belated happy birthday to Lurch. His was on the 9th.
Oh, happy birthday, brother. Holy hell, man. Dude, yeah, I try to catch some of those things like on Facebook, but because I only just go up there just to post stuff, and every now and then I'll take a look at things. But yeah, so if I did miss it, I apologize. But yeah, man, happy birthday, brother. But yeah, that was just a quick one. But yeah, you could do the commercial break, and then we'll come back with the what my full review on.
I kind of figured you had the fulls on those.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to hit a commercial break, and then Vinny's going to give you the lowdown on these figures.
Well, not on these. I haven't reviewed them yet. No.
Oh, yet. I thought you did. I thought you just jumped right into it.
No, something from 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. All right, excellent. Well, that works just as well. Guys, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
I am your Professor Indy of the Guinea Pig Collective. Welcome to Toys from Bygone Eras.
Who smoke diesels? Watch the dozer driving hard. Build a road in your backyard. Get the true smoke diesels. Giant shovel full of power keeps you busy by the hour. Get the true smoke diesels. They're so strong, rough and tough with shiny stacks. Watch them pop. Get the true smoke diesels.
You can also get a dump truck, a mixer, and a wrecker. All true smoke diesels really smoke.
It's the mini true smoke diesels puffing down the broad highway. They're so tiny, bright and shiny. True smoke diesels puff away.
Just start your mini true smoke diesels and away they go. Look how tiny they are. They're smaller than a baseball.
Get your mini true smoke diesels. Watch them puffing down the street. They're so tiny, bright and shiny. True smoke diesels can't be beat.
Get mini true smoke diesels by Remco. Here it comes with the speed of lightning. It's Remco's speed rail system. Watch it take those curves. Just plug in the electric power pack. You control the direction. It never derails. Get the talking station. Listen.
Speed rail arriving West Track 6.
Get the freight station with the automatic log loader. Remco makes a speed rail passenger set and a speed rail freight set. Start with the basic figure 8 by Remco.
Exciting new Johnny Lightning Customs. Start like this, you're the builder. Make the Harry hauler with Johnny Lightning Customs. Start like this, you're the designer. Make the wild winner with Johnny Lightning Customs. Start like this, you're the engineer. Make the big rig with Johnny Lightning Customs. Make the twin blaster, make the pipe dream. Complete with customs parts, decals, and super racing slicks. The Johnny Lightning Customs.
How come your bullets always stick? 'Cause I use super stick bullets.
The Super Stick bullets you get only with the Target Land Rifle Range by Marks. You get real break action with this rifle and an adjustable sight. Aim. Fire. The Super Stick bullet stays right on target. Or go savage with a blowgun. Super Stick bullets come in twin 6-clip ammo holders. The ammo that stays right on target. And what target? Hit a flying duck. The spinning bullseye. Those Super Stick bullets really stick. Hit the knockdowns. And here's a wild one. The wild geese. Hit it. That Super Stick bullet makes you super. And the rifle's so accurate, even a grown-up might look good. Get the Target Land Rifle Range with the Super Stick bullets by Marks.
Thank you for joining us, and remember, if it's not being done by a pig, it's not worth watching.
The savage blowgun.
Holy hell.
Super Stick bullets.
The trucks were cool too with the smoke.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty wicked.
What about the monorail? Better than the train that certain somebody over there in another state never delivered.
Oh yeah.
I would hate to be the kid that just got stuck with the figure 8, and you just be looking at it like a cat, just back and forth, back and forth.
Oh man. Those are cool commercials though.
Man, I'll tell you, they never cease to amaze me. All the fun stuff, some of it I remember, vaguely. Obviously, a little bit young for some of it, but some of it I remember vaguely. Other stuff I don't really recall all, other than maybe hearing some of the, my uncles or somebody talking about it. But yeah, man, that shit never ceased to amaze me. The cool shit that they had back then. I mean, some of that shit could rival some of the toys that came out in the 80s. Because some of the toys in the 80s, they really dumbed down considering where they were in the 60s and 70s. It really is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That Target practice set that was really nice.
Yeah, that was crazy. You've been at the best time to show that one, but that was shit. Sorry. Oh man. Yeah, I like those cars were awesome too, with the different pieces that you could swap out.
Yeah, man. It's something that a lot of those companies wind up revisiting over the years. I know both Hot Wheels and Mattel had done something similar to that, where they had swap out pieces, or maybe they had something that would come off the top and it make it look like a different car. I think they were called like hideaways or something.
Something like that. I know that I've seen a couple. I think my brother has one of them, like a '57 Chevy, where it comes with like you could change the tires on it. Some of the other pieces you could like lift up like the back of it, like put different suspension in, but they're small. They're like Matchbox cars. Yeah, so I don't know. It's pretty interesting, some of the shit that they got out there.
Well, I mean, there's a few companies that are still doing stuff now. So remember, I picked up those little mini like mashed up cars, the ones that look like all kinds of like deformed.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, and I'm forgetting the name of the company that does it offhand. And it's because I've picked up a few. I don't get to get many of them, but they did have a pack that I wound up picking up. It was on discount. And it's basically you build your own car. So they give you these little plastic pour out containers to make your own rims, colored rims. They give you 2 colors in there that you can make the rims with. And then they give you all the decals so you can decal it up any way you want, or maybe even put your own decals on it. Pretty cool little build sets. They have a few of them. I think they got like 3 or 4 different vehicles you could build. So I picked up the one that almost kind of looks like like a lowrider truck or something. It was the coolest looking one I've seen, and it had guinea pig collective colors, so it had green and orange.
Hell yeah. Dude, that's fantastic. I always dig when they got good stuff like that, especially if it's themed to like your brand. So this was one that I got like I said 2.5 weeks ago. It's kind of been sitting here waiting for tonight, I guess. I didn't get a chance to show it with the other shows we did last time, but it's kind of good because I was getting ready this week anyway for the convention. But this one was kind of cool because I did not expect to get this version. I ordered her. I was talking to Adam, and I just wanted to look something up, and I checked GameStop, and they actually had it in stock just that night for a little bit. It was a small window, and I ordered the regular Hawk Girl, the McFarlane one, and the Platinum one arrived. So I got the classic colors. So pretty nice.
Oh,
so someone
nice.
So here is Hawk Girl. It's actually the Platinum Edition one. I ordered this from GameStop, and it was actually the regular edition. But yeah, I got one of those great surprises and actually got the Platinum one. So that worked out well. Again, I'm Vinnie Mella. You guys know me as Vinnie Art. I am formerly designer of McFarlane Toys, and today I'm going to be breaking into this McFarlane Collector's Edition Hawk Girl Platinum. And yeah, here we have some Arthur Adams artwork on the back. Really cool looking piece. Again, yeah, Art Adams is a fantastic artist. Works for like all the companies. But anyway, I'm going to be opening up this one, giving a full review. So stay tuned.
So,
Oh,
she's alive. Here's Hawk Girl.
So Vinny, I wanted to ask: did they reuse some of this because they didn't give like the open midriff like it has on? Not that McFarlane ever pays attention to the artwork that they put on the box, but she's got the open midriff and then she's got the green up alongside the shirt. So, is this a reuse body?
Parts of it is. I can tell you that right now. The wings, I believe, came from the Joker who laughs. There's a version of him that came with wings. That's who the wings belong to originally. Hawkman, from what I understand, does not have these wings. His is more like fixed. There's only one point of articulation, and it's on the back. This one, you could fold them outward so that they're, they actually open up properly. So I thought that was interesting. The legs. These are 100% reuse, they said, from that Wonder Woman figure, the one that's based off the regular comic book.
Yeah, I was going to say because the boots look like Wonder Woman boots.
Yep. I think they said the arms are as well, but they modified them and put the different, forearms and the pieces around her bicep. Those are new. But from what I understand, the base body was that Wonder Woman. Although I know that Wonder Woman does not have two pieces, so this midsection is different. This is the same exact as the standard edition, and I don't know which one that they kind of did first, but they just repainted things. So the other one, like you saw on the back of the box, her midriff is exposed. It's actual skin, but they said the skin color is also different between this one and the regular edition. So this one's more pinkish red, and the other one's more, I guess, normal and slightly beige. Yeah, I don't know why he did those things, why they made those changes, but
I really wish that they had made the 90s version, but there was no way that they would be allowed to do that.
Which version was that?
The ones with her boobs out. They only had the straps coming.
Yeah. No, he wouldn't have had the sack to do that. But yeah, well, we'll bring it into it. It is a nice figure. It really is. Out of the package, first thing I want to say is, how did this figure not come with one of these stands, at least? All she comes with is a regular black one that I'm pretty much keeping in the package. As you can see here, it's just, that stupid round one, and the card of pretty much what we got on the back anyway. So I don't understand why he's so cheap and lazy with this stuff. I will say one thing though. Another thing rather. She does have extra hands, so that was good, because in the package you could only see, I think, up to here, but it's nice to see that there are 2 more hands in there. So I'll give him a win on that one. But how does she not come with a flight stand? She is a character with wings that are heavy. So over time, if you have her on a regular base, she'll fall. So right there, that kind of annoyed me. But taking a better look at her, she does look good. Her skin is a little bit more on the orangey, pinkish side, I want to say. The sculpt and the wings, I believe this is a reuse from the Joker who laughs, the one that they gave him big wings. I don't know what the storyline was, but it is what it is. She does come with this mace too. That's pretty cool, or Morning Star, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, she
definitely a mace. A Morning Star would have chains.
I believe the body, the legs, you're right. From foot up until, this is a new diaper, but I believe this is all that Wonder Woman figure, the collector's edition one, that is not easy to get and costs a whole lot of money. But Let me see. Yeah, because the base body, that's what it was, and then like they tweaked it. They added extra stuff on the arms. Yeah, you called it, man. This is a little bit annoying. This wrist is loose, so with the weight of that, it moves too easily. I don't like that. But she also has strange gappage once you start moving this around a bit. Very unsightly. Like if he's gonna put these cups there, they should have been bigger. On both sides, they're very unsightly. But overall, like the movement's great. I will say that. Head movement, fantastic. Up, down, side to side pivot. She does have a diaphragm cut. Doesn't crunch forward, but does arch back pretty good. She does have more articulation in the waist as well. The Wonder Woman is all a solid piece for the torso, from what I understand. Like I said, the cup action's good. Bulger in the shoulders, bicep cut, which is very stiff. Double hinge for the elbow, and the standard kind of ball joints there. She does have decent split. I will say that I think her diapers there, the underwear part, it's a little bit on the thin side. It's like the kind of cheaper plastic. I don't know, because like if you keep the leg up too much and you move it down, you're gonna get that weird gappage that happens. So anyone who has McFarlane figures, like, you'll know what I'm talking about. Over time, it does go back to normal, but longevity of it, I don't know how that's gonna be. She does have good double hinge for the knee. She does have toe articulation. The pivot's in there with the nice ball jointed hinged ankles. So overall, that's nice. The wings do move forward and back. You could twist them. These fold. So all in all, that's pretty good. You can get these all the way back too. So if you want to have her, looking up in a flying pose, you could do that, which that'd be pretty easy to do anyway. I want to get the other hand in so she could hold the weapon with both hands, because it looks like she should be able to. But that'll look good for photos and stuff like that. This is a little bit unsightly. I think they could have done a slightly better job, but it's still pretty nice overall. I mean, I like figures that have wings because you get some extra awesome poses out of them. But I think this could have been done a little bit better. The hinge kind of part. I don't know. It just looks like it's like two pieces that are just kind of like, just kind of put together instead of looking more, functional, and I like that it's supposed to, blend better. Although when it's down, it does look pretty good. Kind of, you get the layering going on. But this is kind of my own little nitpicks or whatever. So there you go. And her wings are totally different from Hawkman. I don't have him. He was impossible to find. But he has like solid wings with just like the hinges, I believe, there on the back. So here she is on the base. Took some balancing, but yeah, she is a fun figure to pose. So all in all, not bad. Yes, both hands do fit on the weapon. As you can see, because this thing is kind of flimsy, she's waddling back and forth here, swaying. So again, be careful with that stuff. But again, yeah, how do you not add this? I mean, this is one of the older ones that I'm using, but they could have done a better job. Overall, she does look good, and she is fun to pose. Like this body buck that they're using is pretty good. So I'll say that much for sure. I think she should have came with an alternate head where it's unmasked. That would have been pretty cool. But again, for a collector's edition, just extra hands, like, come on, and not even a base. That kind of sucks. Overall, she is a pretty neat character. I think she does have some problems, the looseness in the wrist. I think those wings are going to get pretty loose over time as well. The connection points, just kind of fiddling around with her. It feels like they're already kind of wobbly and easily movable. So I don't know how much longevity like these type of figures are going to get. And the kind of the joints here, they look like they could separate pretty easily, which then I'm sure you could just snap them back on. But the weight of the wings, and again, like this turning bit, Like it feels over time, if you don't have it balanced correctly, it's just gonna like flop down. One day you'll be looking at your shelf and you'll have one wing up in the air and one of them flop down completely because there aren't any proper securing like ratcheted joints there. So yeah, you're gonna have some issues. With all that being said, I think I can still give her a pretty decent score because she is fun to pose and move around. The bicep joints, I don't like those either, by the way. Again, this is an honest review, so the people who are just on here to to see me praising him or something, that's not happening. I want to give an honest review because people are spending good money on these things. But these bicep joints, the way that they're sculpted, they're not smooth. They're like sculpted to the shoulder. So if it's not a proper joint like that, you're not going to get good twist out of it. And when you do, you're basically bending the plastic. So be mindful of that as well. So with some of her shortcomings, I could still go as high as an 8. I'd say maybe a 7.5 because of price point as well. You know, I mean, agree with me, disagree with me, that's up to you. But I'm coming from, the background of, a former lead designer for his company. But again, I always wanted to put more into these figures, more joints, and back then, and back in the day. But for what he has now and the licenses that he's been using, he needs to step it up. Go pinless on the elbows, the knees, all that type of stuff, and make sure that you rework in the actual sculpting process. Don't just sculpt them and have a cookie cutter way of doing articulation and think it's gonna be all right, because it's not. Like, these are still really ugly knee joints. Like, why are there sharp edges to these things? Like, posability is nice, but aesthetically, this needs to step up because we have other companies like Jada. There's a bunch of stuff that's happening now. Storm Marine is doing amazing things. And that's what you want. You want better quality, not higher prices and kind of a cheaper way of going at it. Now, again, like I said, I like the characters. I'm a fan of the Marvel and DC stuff. But, yeah, that's why I want to see better. And that's why I'm vocal about it. And that's the point of the review. So there you go. She's still a fun figure. She still looks cool, but she does have issues. Thanks again for watching. Remember to hit like and subscribe. More coming at you soon. Here, real quick, is how she kind of stacks up with some other DC multiverse figures. There's my custom Shazam. And here is the Wonder Woman. This is the Batman versus Superman Wonder Woman. So there you go. I think they look pretty good together. I have a little bit of fun with these things.
And I've seen a lot of people are already mentioning it. Gap, RR, Tree Rock talking about the wings do look really nice. But yeah, like you're saying, there's a lot that they could have did to improve the functionality of those wings, and just adding a little bit of ratcheting joints in the back, especially something where there's a lot of weight. Why the hell there's no ratcheting joints? And Hasbro does the same damn stupid shit with some of the Transformers, really heavy arm joints where they got a huge ass gun, no ratcheting joints to hold that. Like, it was the same problem I had with that Rodimus Prime, giant gun on him with blast effects and no ratcheting joints in that arm to hold that damn thing. It just like drops right to the ground. It really is a shame because there's some decent detailing in there, but once again, it's always the finer points with a lot of these companies. And I really do think a lot of these companies, when they're licensing out a lot of these different things, these companies are looking at something, and they're looking at the gripes that some people are having with these figures, and like, look, I'm not going to pick up the same cookie cutter figure again that you could have knocked out of the part last time and you've refused to, and then you're just going to reuse those same molds or the same blueprint for those figures over and over again. And degradation over time, because if you don't make adjustments, shit's eventually only going to get worse, especially if they're making them from the same cheap ass factory. And then, this is why people like McFarlane are starting to get pushed out, because they refuse to up the game. They just want to keep the status quo. Let's just keep doing the same thing that got us to the game, instead of, hey, let's take it to the next level and let's show all these other companies up. And like you said, that's where companies like Storm Arena, Storm Collectibles, and that's where companies like Jada and some of these other companies are starting to look at the shit and like, okay, yeah, we need to step up our game because we need to do better than what everybody else is doing. And unfortunately, McFarlane, he is just not one of those people. It's all about just maintaining the level that he thinks is going to keep him in the conversation. Unfortunately, it is not. For me, I would say fortunately, because I've gotten quite a few stinkers from him, and I don't have very many nice things to say about McFarlane things. But I mean, the overall look of this one, aesthetically, it looks nice. It looks nice. Once again, it's just a shame that he just didn't knock it out of the park.
Yeah, and that's what my gripes were too with all this stuff, because first of all, she's a cool character. Second of all, she is fun to pose because that body, the body was really good. But see, and that's the thing too. Like that Wonder Woman is so impossible to find. Not this one, the one that uses this one's legs. The Hawk Girl. She uses a lot of her parts. Because like, okay, that was one that everybody wanted, and you made her more difficult to find, short ordered or whatever the hell happened, and her price the aftermarket is ridiculous. We're talking a couple $100 easy, between $200 to $300 for those figures. Shazam, same deal. Like this one, I got him. Again, this was the other version, the one that nobody wanted with the sun on his chest and the black belt. I got that version because it was cheaper. It was more like it was retail. So I got them, and then I did my own custom work on it because I wanted a really cool Shazam, and that one kind of fit. But it's like, how come you don't make these things more available for everybody? But we got a bunch of other gripes. But Adam's here as well.
Yeah, what's going on, Adam?
Boobies.
I'm going to remove this damn guy. Real quick, I got to say hello to some of the people that stopped in the chat while we were going. I know the lovely Sherry had popped in. What's going on, Sherry? Scrambles and Death Dealer are also in the house. So on Scrambles, and Memes is in the house as well. What's going on, Memes?
What's
up, man? Good to see you guys. Thanks for everybody for being here. Remember to keep sharing out the links, letting everybody know we're here. Let's keep pushing the fun times, because really right now at this particular time and this particular set of circumstances we all find ourselves being drawn into half the time, whether we want to or not. I mean, we really do need small breaks, because otherwise we're going to go insane with all this shit. You can only keep a level of aggravation that is, a certain height before it winds up overstepping your everyday life, and then you wind up being one of those lunatics ranting on the street corner. Next thing you know, we got Vinnie Art going to freaking what is that, the MegaCon?
Ultracon,
like Ultraman. You got Vinny at Ultracon running around with a big black sign, "The end is nigh. Buy my books before it's over." We can't have that.
No, I don't do that at those shows. That's only for YouTube. Yeah, by the way, because this week's been too crazy, so that's why we're trying to have some fun with these things and showing this stuff. This thing, I told you, this has been sitting in the can now for 2 weeks. But yeah, since Adam's here, Adam, you can see her flapping her wings. I know you like seeing the animation.
Here is the Wonder Woman. This is the Batman versus Superman Wonder Woman. So there you go. I think they look pretty good together.
She's ready to take off. But yeah, like I was saying though too, like I'm not going to be doing many more reviews on McFarlane's. Like there's the last couple that I have, but because it's not so much I'm turning the back on Todd. I'm turning my back on DC with everything that happened this week, and I'll show it in a short later. But what I said, but yeah, I mean, I think it's up to us. We need to determine who should be rewarded and who shouldn't at this point, because if we keep rewarding these companies who are pushing for our destruction, that's not a good thing.
Well,
so
there's one plus, Vinny.
What's that?
Looney Tune is out.
Mm-hmm.
Looney Tune actually is out because.
What about the editor?
He took to didn't hear anything about that yet. But remember how you were just saying that they canceled? That we canceled the
book.
They canceled its book. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And we were saying that they didn't totally kick it out, but it was running its dick holster on their on Pedo Twitter. What's Pedo Twitter?
Blue Sky.
Yeah. It was running its dick holster on.
Wait a minute. That's
Sky.
called That's called Blue Sky? I thought that was Blue Ball Sky. Ah, man, I got that all wrong. And yeah, I agree with memes. Yeah. We
What's
need
that?
escapism or legalized dueling. I agree.
Yeah. I mean,
But I was like calling out DC for still having other people's works, like Neil Gaiman's work and Frank Miller's work and shit like that. And then went on to say, like, there's child rapists, war criminals. Actually, there's war criminals still working at DC. I don't know who the hell is a war criminal.
And this is the point. I don't know, but this is the point that I'm making. If they keep hiring these type of people, like, I don't want to support those companies. Not at all.
I don't want to support any war criminals.
Oh shit.
Well, I got loose morals because I'm going to.
You're supporting war criminals?
Well, no, but I'm going out and I am going to reserve some of those Batman Return figures. They're going up for pre-order tomorrow and Saturday. I gotta get that Batman. I'm sorry, I gotta get that Batman.
Yeah, there's two that I wanted, but I don't know. By the time they come out, if I do, they might be the only things. But I am cutting cold turkey on all this shit. Yeah, like I said, there's still some G.I. Joes. There's still a couple of Transformers here and there. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, I'm not going to be supporting.
At the end of the stream, I'm going to be showing a few more things that, we kind of touched on, but we didn't really get into. So at the end of the stream, I'm going to be showing a couple of the upcoming things. Yeah, it's the pricing and some of the other stuff we'll get into the end of the show. But Tree Rock wants to know: are you still planning on making some of your own action figures with your IPs?
I definitely want to, but these IPs have to do a lot better because I don't have any funds for that type of stuff. So for me to do that, you guys have to keep getting the word out. Please sign up to City Venus 2. I'll drop the link while we're going here. But
and and while you're at it, real quick, a big shout out to Chris Visk. Finally finished off everything for his second book.
Yes,
everything's away. It's away. Negative, just impacted on the surface. Awesome job, Chris. Hopefully you find even more success with the next one. I mean, it sounds like at least getting people that he could trust in his circle to help work on that book is going to be a big step in the right direction. And just remember, there's somebody on the panel that would love to work on it too.
There might be a spin-off thing, but yeah, we got to talk about it. But yeah, there might be something. So we'll see.
All right. Vinny, did you have something else, or are we handing it off to somebody else?
Oh, we can hand it off for now. Oh yeah, we'll come back. We'll what's that stupid thing you used to say? We'll circle back. We'll circle back.
We'll circle back. All right, who's the next victim?
Let me put this in the chat here. Hold on.
Guys, once again, I want to thank everybody who's already stopped by. Everybody's hanging in the chat and dropping your comments.
Oh, wait a second.
We're seeing them all on the screen and bringing them up as the really good ones. Go ahead, Shifty.
That's the StreamYard link. That's
I don't think that's going to help us at this current moment.
No. Hold on.
Not unless you want to do some of Slasher's Inception stream within stream stuff.
That's always fun.
Okay.
There is the link for the sign up. Yeah, please sign up to City Venus 2. And I got about 15-ish pages left to paint. Like I said, all the line work's done, cover's done, all that great stuff. So yeah, I'm just making sure that every one of these pages looks like a painted cover.
Oh, hey, I need to tell you something. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or if it's my Kindle I'm streaming on, but my signal kind of drops for about 10 seconds. I go totally dark. So if I'm talking and I shut up for just a second, it's because I dropped. So about 10 seconds after I drop, I'll pop back on.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll share it for you.
Yeah, I only get 3 minutes, and I got about to leave the show off because, man, I've been out here the last week or so. I went to Ross 4 times. I went to Target today, and check out what I got. I've been looking at this for a while now, and hey, they had it on clearance, and I got $6 off of it. I'm not sure if this is exclusive to Target, but for $15, I had to pick it up because I'm not going to get this for $15 on eBay. This is a properly sized Bowser to go with the Mario figures, and it's the video game Bowser, not the stupid movie Bowser that's all disproportioned. This is a cool Bowser you want in your collection. It comes with a little bomb and another Mario figure. Now I got two Marios. I may repaint this one to the red overalls with the blue shirt, like the old classic Mario, how they used to show him in the pictures. But yeah, really cool Bowser there. He's fully posable and everything. $15, good pickup. Then I got a lot of stuff at Ross. First up, Skeleton Crew. I only need 3 more figures. I need the main girl. I need the Wolfman and the robot. And I'll have all the Skeleton Crew figures. I got them all for $6 at Ross. And this is my least favorite character on the show. He's too cute for Star Wars. It's Babar Jr. or Neil. Yeah,
that was Dumbo.
He does, man, he's just an elephant kid. Too cute, way too cute for Star Wars, but I got him for $6. Good pickup. Okay, now we're moving into the AEW part of the video. I got Cody Rhodes. That's a terrible likeness of Cody Rhodes, but this one right here, man, that's probably the best head sculpt of any of the figures I got for these figures here. $4, I couldn't pass them up. Also $4.
Real quick, I wanted to ask too, is this the one that they've been using to make like a custom Bruce Wayne?
No. The ones that I've seen is a Triple H body. There was a basic Triple H body that they've been buying because he's extra bulky. But I think he's extra expensive now, so you gotta wait for a new one to come out.
I was curious because I had bought an AEW figure as well for $4, and maybe I'll show what I did with, because like the figures basically. I was thinking about sending it to Tommy to shoot it. I haven't decided yet. But
what? Did we say shoot? Toy break?
Yes. Toy break, because there was an accessory that I wanted, and for $3.99 it was worth it for the accessory.
Folks, it doesn't really look like CM Punk that much, but
that's
he comes
the one
with a jacket, and on the back of that jacket is a picture of his dog Larry. That's pretty neat. $4. I could sell these figures for more than that later on. I got a rookie.
I would take great joy in shooting his character.
Great, but the figure's not bad. Again, $4. You clear these stuff out for $3 or $4. I'm going to buy them. This was only $3 because it's an older figure. That's a really good head sculpt, but the paint on it's terrible. I may see if I can redo it because I'll probably keep this one. Samoa Joe, great wrestler.
I haven't seen him though.
If I can fix him. $3 on this one. Older. Okay, now
who makes the AEW figures?
I got a Republic's gunship.
That's a good question. Yeah, I threw out the box already. We're gonna have to look that up because I'm curious because there's a pretty good quality on their articulation and stuff too.
For Hot Wheels,
I thought they were Jacks for some reason.
Jango Fett's Starship and a battle damaged Star Destroyer. Cool stuff. Hey, what's going on? Shitty back with another video, and I only got 3 minutes. I got a lot to do.
Jazzware,
man,
Jazzware.
Yeah, they actually did because my brother had worked for them at one point too.
Now,
go ahead.
That Star Destroyer, that's a alternate version. It's a variant. It's battle damage, and man, I did not check the boxes. At Ross, for some reason, there's no on the boxes like there is at Walmart, and they're just hanging loose. And when I got home, I found out there was no stand in the box, and I was like, "God damn!" Because they're worth nothing without a stand. Because you got to display the darn vehicle there on the stand, and each one of them has the emblem and the name of the vehicle on it. So I was like, "Wow, I got to go back there and search that whole shelf for."
It reminds me of the old Micro Machine ones that they did for Star Trek. The only difference with those is those bases were all interchangeable.
Yeah,
for the most part. Yeah, but I mean, I know what you're talking about, and I hate when people do that because I will just take the stand, their own stand, so to go back in the store and steal another one out of one of the other boxes.
Well, lucky enough,
allegedly.
I had to go back out there, out that way anyway. So the next morning, I shot back there and I rummaged through the whole shelf, throwing stuff left and right, and I found it. And I said, "Hey, this is
And
mine."
you stole it out of the box.
No, I didn't steal it out of the box. It was just sitting there on the shelf. It had fell out of the box.
It's called the 5-finger discount.
No, I didn't steal it because they didn't have any others. I bought all of them up. So I had the receipt and I said, "Hey, this is mine."
Well,
See,
you know what? It's not stealing if you're trying to get toy reparations.
He said toy
It fell off the back of the truck. That's all.
Damn.
Hey, I
this
got
is
one more
this
video.
is why those Ross guys they wear the bulletproof vest. It's for people like Shifty. They know that he's gonna come in there and he's gonna demand his base.
Well,
And
hey,
they
listen.
might have to pull their firearms.
They may have to do that anyway
Damn
because
Shifty
I've been
is.
calling them. I've been calling them nonstop this week, and I'm going to be calling them because I don't know if you're aware of this. Well, you don't care because you're off the DC stuff, but you know that great big Superman statue that McFarlane put out for $50 with the opposable cape. Well, it's a huge Superman where he's standing on like an eagle like
The movie
statue.
one, or
No. The comic, the Jim Lee one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it was $50 when it first came out. They got it for $10 if you can find it at Ross. And I'm going to get that son of a gun. I'm going to call every day, 2 times a day.
Price.
I'm going to get it. Yeah,
For
man,
$10,
that's the one thing.
yeah. If there's 2, pick me up one, and I'll give you even more. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
If I can find it, man.
Check mine too, man. Yeah, I got you.
You got
check
to
this out.
scare him, Shifty. You got to scare him into submission. What you got to do is you got to show up, and like get your face all ruddied up, and make sure your eyes are like beet red, so you look like you got that statue, man. You got that statue. I'm calling for that, man. And where's that statue at? Just like hey, we got your statue right here.
I put up another video there in the chat. This is something else I picked up. I found it on Walmart.com. Well, I'll let the video speak for itself.
Okay.
But I would actually ever see one of these, especially not in the wild. But I did manage to land my hands on one, and holy crap.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Awesome.
It's Rue!
Oh my god!
Hey, what's going on in Shifty with one? Yeah,
that was great.
Score.
I found it.
That's a score, yo.
That was on Walmart on their website.
Walmart.com, $10.50 or like $9 right here. It is.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Oh, yeah, I never see any of these in stores anymore. Just like the Altered Beast. That's the only one I still see sitting there.
Neither of my stores ever got any of these Sega figures.
Oh man!
I need to look and see if they have the Altered Beast Dragon because that was also.
Yeah, I want the dragon one.
Yeah, that I've never seen. I've only seen the werewolf.
Yeah,
the dragon was
I gotta
great.
get 2 of these just so I can send one to Peabody in Australia.
Oh shit!
Well, I mean, they may still be on the website. They were running
I'm
low.
gonna look. Yeah, once I'm not on my
It's
phone.
it's called Rage Rue. Rue.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you, brother.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's only going to cost you $45.99 to send a $9 figure.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
But he's awesome for like under $10. It just 22 points of articulation. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't understand why people didn't buy these figures up. They did. I don't know. I think
because they were a little bit smaller, maybe that's but the detailing's nice on them. I don't know.
That one looked pretty good though. What size is that?
It's like 4 inches.
Yeah, 4.5, something like that.
But he's got a big old tail.
For like the Rue by himself, to put him up next to like other stuff would look all right.
Oh yeah.
See, I want to like extend his legs, and then when a Balrog comes up for the Street Fighter, have him posed against Balrog.
Yeah, they get the same colors.
Nice.
Same gear.
Awesome stuff.
Ross. Also, they got NECAs. I mean, NECAs left and right. They got the glow in the dark mummy. They got the glow in the dark Frankenstein, and the Frankenstein has cloth goods on. They got King Kong. They got the Hunchback.
The
Leo
Frankenstein has
Ninja
cloth goods.
Man,
the
I would
one that's
have
on the blister
all
card.
of those.
The one that's on the blister card. They're getting also they're getting the Transformer Dreadnought GI Joe crawler back on the shelves supposedly. They got a lot of stuff. If you got a Ross,
Wow.
it's coming to the holiday season. They're going to have some
Yeah.
great deals.
I know last year I went looking for that Soundwave, man, because what a great deal it was for that thing, man. Not one of my Rosses had that thing anywhere, nowhere. And I scoured every Ross that was near me looking for it, man. They did not have it, and I went early too, because I was ready. I was ready to clothesline somebody like a clothesline from hell just to get to it. Whatever I have to do.
Ollie's, they 2 weeks ago they had a huge shipment of these mid-sized Ecto One vehicles for $15, and they're advertising over the intercoms like all the time if you go in there. And I think they're for the smaller figures because it wasn't a large one, but they had a whole tabletop full of those things. I mean, stacked, right? And within a week, I guess people were so hungry to get something new at Ollie's, gone. The whole, all of them gone. There's none left.
And that's the thing with Ollie's, and that's why I always tell people if you got one even moderately close to you, man, it's often as you can stop there because I've seen some amazing deals that are like in and out of Ollie's, and it's not even something that they would advertise. Like I kept mentioning about that Galileo that showed up, where it was like the cross-cut Galileo, where you could see all the crew that would normally be on the bridge inside the Galileo. Man, that thing was in and out of that store in less than a week, and they had a giant box filled of them.
It's like those GI Joes that we all got. Those that you just showed off tonight. Those were at Ollie's for $12.99. But as soon as they
were also at Ross too.
Yeah,
they were at Ross too.
For a little bit higher price. I think they were like $16.99 there. But
yeah,
man, as soon as they hit the shelf, that people are buying them up. They're desperate for new toys because all they got is the Black Panther and the Eternals is sitting there on shelves. And they're never going to get rid of them. They got to do something. But
they got all those Marvel Legends and those old freaking Power of the Force figures that never go anywhere.
Well, they do have some new Marvels hitting shelves. They got a classic Luke Cage with the yellow button-up shirt. Looks cool. They got a bearded Daredevil that's like in a half ninja suit. And they have the hand ninjas from Marvel. And they're like in a red outfit. And people are buying those up to Army build. Oh man, if they have a sale on those where you can get them like for $5 or $7 come Christmas, if there's still any left, boy, I'm gonna buy me a bunch of those.
I mean, that's the other thing too is that you get a lot of the figures that you wouldn't expect to wind up hitting on a place like Ollie's or Ross. They still get these ones. It's like I can't believe this is sitting here in this store for that price. I mean, I've run across a few and was lucky enough to find them when I found them, and then never seen them again.
I am hoping, like they had that, what was it, Joe Fix-It? I'm hoping that they'll get the Odin figure in because I don't know how well that sold or how much they produced of that, but that was like a $50 or $60 figure, and I can't imagine it.
He looked good.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I see him in person at a GameStop, and same deal. Like if he were cheap, I'd get him, but I can't spend big money on him.
If he's like $30 or some, at Ollie's, I'll pick him up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to take a look at Ollie. Yeah, usually when I go up to that area where I'm going this weekend, I'm gonna see if I can make some time on the Sunday to try to drop by an Ollie's. I want to take a look in there.
There's nothing crazy right now. Like I said, if you get those Luke Cage.
He must have hit the internet dark spot.
I think maybe that we may see some of these McFarlane statues hit because I don't know how well they're selling, and they're very big and they take up a lot of room at Walmart and Target and stuff. So they may have shipped them off to discount.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that was going on sale. I know GameStop had like the slightly smaller Marvel ones that Todd did.
Yeah, I got that store for $13.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I've seen a few of them like that, but yeah, for those prices, it makes more sense, but not the money they were asking for. Since Adam's here, I wanted to show him this because I know he loves the Joker stuff. I did a little animated thing.
That's awesome.
Do me a favor and play it one more time because I was not near my phone when it was.
There it goes.
Nice.
What's up, DJ Ronnie G?
What's up?
Hey.
There you go. That was pretty cool. That was one I was sitting on for a while too. I'm like, oh, when are we gonna do another toy shoot? Oh shit! But yeah, no, yeah. Last week I think it was important what we covered anyway. So.
Yeah, it was absolutely needed. So I got to ask before we pass it back around, Slasher, Adam, one of you guys got something you want to show this week?
I got something quick.
All right.
Yeah, this will probably be the last tour I buy until motherfuckers want to improve some shit in their own companies. I got Azrael Batman figure.
Yeah.
That does look good.
Yeah, it does, and it's pretty heavy too.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on.
All the bulk up top here. Yeah. One thing's kind of weird. Does the visor look a little off on one side compared to the other, or are my eyes playing tricks on me?
It's not.
Like this side doesn't look as rounded as this side, right?
Yeah, it's not symmetrical.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a painting mistake or my eyes are terrible.
That's torn, baby. That's just
I can't tell if it's a molding mistake or a painting mistake.
Both.
But yeah, this figure is awesome, and he doesn't come with any accessories or changeable hands. But I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all because I don't really even take these out of the box.
Yeah, I'm sure if they put an extra hand in there, it'd be automatically a collector's edition, and it'll charge an extra $10.
Yeah, and then they'll put like this much more box space on it, right?
Yeah.
You got to put at least another figure's worth of box space. What's going on, Happy Dinosaur?
Yeah.
What's up, Happy Dinosaur?
What's up?
One thing though is that they have this is the one they have on the back. This is the costume he had right before he changed it to this. Why didn't they should have had this costume on the back, but
I think that
like Adam just said, that's Tord.
Yep. I believe there's a platinum edition that has those colors, but I don't know what they did with the head.
With the mask. I saw them. They did make one with this mask and these colors. Yeah. They did one with
so
this
then that
mask
is
and these colors. Yeah.
Okay. So
but
he did fork a little bit of money out.
He's an awesome figure. I wanted the old Kenner one and I could never find it, so that's why I wanted, when I saw they were putting this out. I was glad I found it at the store. But I got this the day of the the whole thing. And when I came home and saw this goblin posting shit, I was like, that's it for me.
And the boycott begins. No, I'm with you, dude. It was the same thing. I had that. I had just picked up that.
That Hawk Girl, yeah, that was right.
No. Hawk Girl was a couple of weeks earlier. The one that I picked up, like you, almost the same day or the day right before, was Metron.
Oh yeah. You showed me
gods.
a picture.
Yeah.
And it sucks too, because look, they finally put the cool DC logo on here, not that lame ass ass logo they've been using.
Yep.
Well, that's because Gunn went back.
I know. Well, that's a good for a moron like him. That's a good decision because that other logo is just so basic.
Yeah.
This is the classic logo. The classic logo when I was fucking 3-4 years old buying comics.
Yeah, you want the proper branding.
Yep. But yeah, that's all.
Awesome. Awesome though. Awesome.
All right,
Adam, did you have anything,
something.
buddy?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. First off, we have to go ahead and blow me up. Giggity.
You are enlarged.
All right. Well, it's
we ain't blowing nobody here, buddy.
I said up. There it goes.
With a stick of dynamite.
Right. Say, you Shifty, you got to stop. You got to stop because see, he doesn't agree with your Bowser over here does not agree with you and your movie problems. He blows smoke. He's saying you stop trying to blow smoke.
But he's misproportioned. His head's too little.
They both look good.
Troll. You said troll, so there you go. There's a troll. You know, it's just sitting there trolling because that's what you do. Yeah, we just gotta just because I am making my way to the house, so wanted to make sure we showed off the coolness that is. You mentioned Joker, so you know he's always behind me, but he used to hang out in the car, so you know, gotta love that Joker. But yeah, that's what I got to show for this little segment. Other than ta-da! That's what we think of Tord right at the moment, and DC, and yeah, bye-bye.
What? Tord didn't do anything. Tord's okay.
Tord's prices and the shitty job on some of the figures, and
he's price gouging, and his quality's going down.
I'm really wondering how much that Batman Returns figure is going to be. I think it's going to be like $40.
I say 55.
I noticed he's doing more of these. No, because it's going to be more of like an elite. Because he knows they're going to sell like crazy.
Yeah,
he has like more of like an elite label on it. So they're going to be about $50 to $60 a piece.
Really? I hope not.
Giggity.
I hope not as well.
The Dick Grayson that is zombified that I would want in my collection to get through them directly, even on eBay, is $50 damn near.
The Penguin, he's got like soft goods all over. So I'm thinking, I think maybe you're right. It's going to be pretty expensive.
Yeah, I think he's calling it the film or the cinema line. Like they're trying to come up with a new bullshit name so they could tack on more money.
We'll find out.
Why don't he just call it the anally intrusive line? Because that's what it's pretty much becoming at this point.
Right.
Oh, well, just remember,
each figure that you just got graped for comes with a small packet of KY.
Oh no!
No, I can't. I thought somebody else already bought all that up.
Okay, I got Deluxe Theatrical Edition. That's the official name, and people are saying between 40 to 50 that they're saying right now.
I mean, first off, you don't want to do that with any of those tours, but definitely that one Batman with the long ears, the real long ears. You do not want to do that.
Yeah.
That would hurt.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit worried here, Shifty. This sounds like something from experience. Have you found yourself in an emergency room like on The Big Bang Theory? I'm getting worried.
Oh, damn.
No.
Were there any robot arms involved?
Just the arm was the hand, Tommy. That's why, because all he needed was the hand, yo.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch.
I've got something different for us this week. I actually got another full toy review. This is one of the ones I said I was able to pick up all it's something, well, I mentioned in the video, so I'll just let the video play. Something I wasn't sure that I was going to get my hands on because I really thought for sure this thing was going to be impossible to find, but find it we did and hid it for over 2+ weeks, I think it was, Vinnie, I said. Like, yeah. I've got the hiding spots. Now, if I could only find a way to hide some of the larger figures for a few months to save up for them, I might have something going. But here we go with a review on a figure that I did not think I was going to find.
Guys, welcome back as we are hanging out with Dark Helmet, the sci-fi and the Transformers pig, who's going to get a cookie. Oh yeah, cookie time for Dark Helmet as we're getting ready for this Transformers review. So, from Transformers Age of the Primes, got lucky, was able to get a little bit of money, was able to pick this one up. But what do we got? We have Decepticon Crasher. Now, if you're wondering why this one may look familiar, well, this is kind of inspired from that old GoBots Crasher that was out from Hasbro and Takar's competitor with Tonka, and of course Bandai with the GoBots and the Machine Robo. So there we go with Crasher in the box. Let's go ahead and get this one out and take a look at it. Are you ready, Helmet?
And here we go with Crasher right out of the box in the stationary pose. It is a heavy reuse of the Mirage figure from Earthrise and Kingdom. Heavy reuse, but not a bad looking figure. In a full kneeling pose. This one looks pretty good, not bad. And a lot of the reuse on this one, it seems like they cleaned a lot of things up. There are no real loose joints on this one. It feels a lot better than the original Mirage. We got Crasher here with her same gun that the Mirage figure came, now in black. Not bad. Works. Crasher in a running position right here. Looking pretty good. Just like the original one, it does have very little head movement, but it does have all the other articulation that you would hope to get in this type of figure. Everything else looks good, and like I said, no loose joints. Everything is holding really well, especially under her own balance. Also comes with a secondary weapon right there, just like Mirage. And of course, you can break it down into two parts. So it's technically, she comes with 3 guns. One is a double gun that can break down to 2 singles, but there is no port up on the shoulder that you can port it at all. You can port it in the back, the same as the Mirage. I just don't know why they never included a back post for Mirage. I felt like that was a bit of a miss.
Challenge of the GoBots will return after these messages.
Yeah, so of course that's the intro for that one. Sweet. Yeah, it does look good. And as I get into the second part, that's when you're really going to see what it's based on as far as the original Crasher figure. And it was one of the original GoBots that I never had a chance to get when I was a kid. Like I had Turbo, Scooter, Leader 1, Cykill, Coptor, Jeeper Creeper, like most of the main characters you would have seen on the show, but I never had a Crasher figure. Even today, as I've recollected some of these things, I still haven't found one. Very cool. Killer poses. Thanks, man. I try to figure out the best ways to pose these things. Very cool. I appreciate it, guys. But I'm going to get to the second half of this, and then I want to get everybody's thoughts on this one. I was pretty impressed with it, but let's get through the rest, and then we'll have a discussion about it.
We now return to the Transformers.
Here we go with Crasher transformed into her vehicle mode. Looking similar to her GoBots form, and we'll put a picture of it up right here. It looks close with the coloring and everything, but obviously this is a Mirage vehicle, not exactly the same vehicle that the original GoBot. And of course, like all the other ones, there are spots so you can put all the weapons, so now you've got an attack vehicle mode. A lot of the things that they did in this one carried over fairly well with all the coloring and everything, but just like the original Mirage, the transformation is a little bit finicky to pull off. And here we go with her final pose. She comes with all the charm that you could imagine a reimagined GoBot in a Transformers line would come with. This one looks pretty good. I do enjoy this one. This is one of the first toys I've been able to pick up with my own money in quite some time. Granted, I had to sell a bunch of stuff off, but that is neither here nor there. But this one looks pretty good. I'm very happy I was able to pick this one up. This is one of the ones that I feared that I was not going to be able to find in the store, and lo and behold, there it was. I hid it for a number of weeks, and I had a few dollars to be able to go back and pick this one up, and I am so glad I did. I think they did a pretty good job on this one. I love the coloring. We're going to go ahead and put an original Crasher up on the screen right there, which I unfortunately do not have a Crasher from the GoBots in my collection, but you can see a lot of the things that are very similar in the coloring and everything else that they pulled off with this one. I really do like the way this turned out. We can give this an 8.5 out of 10, a decent reuse.
Wow.
And there we go with Crasher.
She laughed a lot.
Oh yeah, she was a lunatic in the cartoon. Like, and, you know, a lot of people always they always talk a lot of shit about GoBots, but unless you actually watch some of the cartoons, like especially her, she probably laughed more than the Joker did. It's like she's always laughing at every episode. A complete nutcase. I guess it's kind of expected from that side of the equation. So a little backstory real quick about GoBots. So in the original lore that they had put for the GoBots, unlike the Transformers where they would just sentient robots, they were actually organic at one time on Gobatron, but their planet was dying, and the only way they could find to survive is they took their organic brains and everything. And I forget if they downloaded them or actually just put them into machines. But either way, they're more like cyborgs than they are just straight robots.
Or hybrids from Alien Earth. That's basically what they have on the show. They have consciousness put into synth bodies.
Yeah, man. But overall, I enjoyed this one. Like I said, there was a few things that on the original Mirages that they based this one on where the joints were extremely loose. That has all been corrected, and I just don't understand why Hasbro doesn't do that with every single re-release that they do. This one, every joint on there was nice and tight the way it should be, right out of the box. So I was pretty impressed with that, because the Mirage one that I took out and I reviewed, one that had been sitting in the back, sealed in the box forever, when it first came out, I mean, I took that thing out, all the joints were loose on the damn thing. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Brand new figure? This is terrible. Shouldn't happen. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10. I think it was a decent score. I think there was a few things they could have did just slightly better that would have improved that score. But I mean, overall, for a reuse mold, not doing a brand new mold, I think an 8.5 is a decent enough score for a figure like this. So, I mean, if you were thinking about picking it up, if you were an old GoBots fan, or if you just want a different character to add to the collection, I would say that this one is definitely worth the buy at 25. It's pretty decent. Like even some of the Constructicons, like that Scrapper one I got brand new. I mean, that damn thing, that thing had loose joints on it, and it shouldn't happen, especially for something that was a Voyager price. Now, this is only a $25 price. You know, they're lower end, you know, outside of the core class figures, but nice. I enjoyed the damn thing.
Yeah, I think she looked fantastic. Especially vehicle mode was really badass too. I like the paint that they used. Like, yeah, that one looks really good. I passed it once or twice in stores, and yeah, man, I was tempted. I was.
I think.
Well, I mean, go ahead.
I think what part of my problem where I don't particularly care for a lot of the Transformers figures is because they don't really seem like they have enough paint detail on them, and this one, it has so many different colors on it. I think it really makes it stand out from a lot of the Transformers that I see. And well, I mean, it's a race car; it's got to have, you know, the different colors on it, but I think that makes it pop even more. Like the Constructicons, like I think I like the concept of it, and I liked them as a kid, but I think they're just so plain looking. Kind of, I wish that they kind of maybe put a
kick this man right now.
Blackwash or like some fake like dirt or something, because they're construction vehicles, right? Dirty them up just a bit.
Oh, for sure. Well, dude, Shifty, there's one that Tommy and I found it. What was that? 3 years ago? Maybe I think it was 3 years.
Yeah, the MBK.
I found those really cool third party ones, and they had a version too that was like all dirtied up as well.
Nice.
You are 100% correct. I think with that extra paint job, from what I've seen in the other ones, they look incredible dirty. So yeah, it does add a lot more to it for sure.
It does for sure. And what's going on, Mike? Pacific 414 also in the house. I hope you caught Crasher, Mike. If not, rewind it a little bit and check out that one. It's pretty cool. And I think one of the things you're talking about, Shifty, that really makes it stand out is not only just all the coloring on there, it's that nice glossy black that they used on that thing. Because you don't see a whole lot of Transformers with the glossy black anymore. Everything's like flats and everything like that. And I think that was one of the other things that really made this one stand out. And Lure Troll, you're not wrong. Yeah, the G2 neon color looking Transformers. If you, I did them a while ago, Shifty. I'd have to dig up some pictures or something to send to you. You should check out those if you like the color schemes that are really like like wow you, and these ones are actually neon. You put them under black light and elements of them will glow, so it's pretty sharp. Yeah, the colors, they're really sharp looking the way they did those. Yeah, the glossy black.
I'm gonna step out, guys.
Okay,
all right.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm playing a game later if you guys want to show all three of the link.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a good one.
Awesome. Have a good one, bro.
Have a good one, man. But yeah, man, really, I was pleased with this one. I thought it was really decently done. So it's a shame he stepped out because I do have something a little later on that he might have found interesting in one of the toy breaks. But I have one other thing I'm going to show, and then I could pass it back over to you, Vin.
Okay.
So getting back into one of the, how can we say, exclusives over here, only on Collectible Past. You're never going to see this on my channel anywhere because I only make it for here, for the show, for all of you that are watching. And like hearing about some of the old school stuff, now it's been a hot minute since I did one of these, but we here at the Guinea Pig Collective hope you enjoyed this.
On today's episode of the Artwork of Toys, we'll be talking about another franchise that had some amazing art all across the toy packaging, and we will be talking about Masters of the Universe. Now, the original concept art was created by Mark Taylor, an in-house artist for Mattel. But of course, when they went to do a lot of the packaging for the toys, they wanted something to kind of resemble Frank Frazetta's work. And they picked somebody whose style was comparable to that. And he was a great working partner for the Mattel team, delivering excellent work from limited reference materials and under tight deadlines. We are talking about Rudy Abreu. He was the main artist responsible for the iconic packaging artwork for many of the original Masters of the Universe vehicles and playsets in the early 1980s. He was known for his skill depicting the world of Eternia, sometimes even inventing background characters and vehicles to enhance his artwork. And of course, today, as the newer generations have continued on with Origins, and other people like Axel Gimerez, Nate Bartz, and Roy Gores create art more similar to the original stuff for the newer packaging, we can absolutely be sure that the wonderful idea that was created with that first wave of Masters of the Universe toys will continue on into the foreseeable future, because artwork is a huge selling factor for that line, because it is creating the fantasy element in which kids want to be able to delve into and recreate those adventures in the world of the Masters of the Universe. And as a side note, other contributors are Errol McCarthy, who was an artist who created packaging and licensing artwork for the Masters of the Universe, especially for the UK market.
Beautifully done, man. Great exclusive.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they have, again, Master of the Universe, hands down, to this day, has some of the best packaging artwork you're ever going to see, I think, in a toy line. The stuff, the new Eternia stuff I've seen, because I have a few of those, beautiful. The old stuff, incredible, you know? And I like that they did kind of, you know, they try to get an artist that had a similar flavor to Frazetta's style, because it does work, you know?
Yeah, I remember watching an interview, and real quick, what's going on, Bad Take Bojan? What's up, Tina? When they interviewed the guy who did it, he says, he said, I can kind of pull off a Frazetta, but the only person that can really do a Frazetta is Frazetta. But he says he would do his best to try to imitate what he was doing. So
yeah,
I think he did a hell of a job.
There was only one Frank. Yeah.
Go ahead, Shifty.
Not only were the packaging and the promotional art just great, but those storybooks I showed off a couple weeks ago that Vinny missed out on. The covers on those, the paintings, just you could just stare at those for forever. I mean, just it's really great art they had back then for He-Man and stuff. I mean, I don't think there's anything that compares to it.
Well, even some of the newer stuff they're doing is very much like you're saying that. Lurch, completely wrong. That has actually already been proven to be false. There's still a few people that are running around claiming that, but it's actually false. And if you don't believe me, you can look up the court case where they tried to take Mattel. It was like TriStar Pictures or wherever it is, or whatever company it was. They tried to take Mattel to court over it, and they proved that they were already in production for a barbarian themed toy line way before they were ever contacted by the studio company. So yeah, it's one of those rumors that have been going around for a long time. You know how the rumors start, and some people will swear to it that's true. I had a bigger YouTuber, I was going to shove it in her face, the truth, and then I was told not to because it might offend people. And like, oh, wait a minute, have you talked to me?
I'll say one thing that almost happened. They almost pivoted the line into Conan. That almost happened. That is a fact. But it was never originally started as Conan. They almost pivoted into it, and it ended up getting turned down when they found out it was rated R. And they said, no, we're going to stick with our toy line. And that's kind of what happened. Because I had confirmation from that back when I was in the toy industry at Toy Fair. One of the guys involved, this Asian guy, I forgot his name. His last name was Chang. But yeah, he broke down that kind of story because he was involved with part of the pitch. So
Ching?
Yeah, Chang.
Bing. Yeah, first name Ching.
No, it was his last name. Okay, Ching Chang.
What's
Is it like Fing Fang Foom?
Bing Bang Home?
Hey,
Tommy's
Tommy.
starting a barbarian toy line to Piggerines. Interesting idea. And I know you're trolling me there, Lurch Troll. I just had to say it anyway for people that might be misinformed. But the artwork was amazing. Yeah, it definitely was a darker theme too. Like even the original mini comics, it was much darker theme. And Vinnie Adam Slasher and Tina as well, Trina and Chris Fisk. We were all reading through those stories. ETEP too at one time. We were all reading through those stories on Monotony as well. Almost forgot. But we were all reading through those original stories, and they definitely did have a lot darker tone originally when they started off. And of course, when they got involved with Filmation, they made it more kid friendly.
Yep.
And I mean, that was the way to go to sell the toys. So I mean, I can't really fault them for that. I think what they did with it was pretty good. But yeah, you're talking about that artwork that guy created. Just absolutely holy fuck. So sad.
Oh, that was great.
Embiggen me for a second. I want to show Vinny these books that I had.
These said wait a minute. Stop.
Embiggen me.
Stop the presses. Hold the
He
phone.
didn't say blow.
Embiggen?
I said embiggen me. Yeah.
I just had to.
Yeah, look at the artwork on the books. It's awesome paintings they have on here.
Yeah, man.
Here's another one. Check it out. Him fighting the dragons, and this one right here. That's cool stuff, man. And they got.
I think I had that as a kid.
Yeah,
that last
man,
one you picked up, man. That one looked really familiar.
Just awesome artwork on these old books. I mean, too bad the artwork on the insides aren't like that, but
yeah.
Just great paintings. I mean, this one right here, I would love just to get a poster of this, just right here. Yeah, cool stuff. And check out the price. $1.18 at Kmart.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to always be careful of that because you can beg it too much and you'll go blind, Shifty. What's going on?
Right.
What's up, PJ Orville Nation? Also in the house, man. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you.
I got you, Tommy.
Great covers.
Nice.
I agree. Comic Relief Crusader, what's going on?
Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
Looks
like 80s metal covers.
He's kind of right on time because I think he liked my Constructicon review. Well, I got a Transformer here. I got a.
I hope she didn't cost too much. Oh, wait a minute, wrong one.
No.
Oh
shit, Tommy, I'm not like you. No, I don't play those games.
He didn't take no trip to Thailand.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Lady or lady boy?
But because Tommy said that, this is going to be a review on a figure that I don't think he appreciated, but I certainly did. Holy shit, man! This thing surprised me. Shout out to my friend Brendan. He picked this one up for me for my birthday and was not expecting it. So here we go. Here's the review. There's the Megatron Studio 86. Hey everybody, I wanted to show you guys this fantastic piece. Well, we're going to see how fantastic it is, but this was a birthday gift from...
I'm assuming that there's not going to be any ratcheting joints. I'm just going to say that right from the top.
Fantastic. You would be correct. Find. Here is Megatron from the Studio Series 86 movie, and I am looking forward to opening up this guy. I think it looks pretty great. I know he's not the regular gun, but he turns into a tank. They changed all the stuff that they've been saying and doing what they're going to do regarding, I guess, guns and figures for some of these companies. But for what it is, I do still think it looks pretty good. His robot mode looks pretty fantastic. I know the accuracy is a little bit off on some parts of it, like the cannon and all that. But yeah, once I open it up, we'll get a better look. I do see that the legs, the color does look a lot better than what they originally put out. Let me see if I get a better look in there. But yeah, so I will do a full breakdown on this guy. So here is Megatron out of the package. He is very well done. I really do like robot mode a whole hell of a lot. I haven't transformed them yet, but yeah, detailing wise, pretty great. Some of the things for accuracy that a few people have kind of mentioned, and I agree definitely upon the cannon. I believe this part's supposed to be longer and the back end's supposed to be shorter. So that is in accuracy on that end. And I believe a lot of people have been saying the torso, like this area, is too long. It's too... I don't mind it. I honestly don't mind it at all. I think it's all right. I'm happy to say that the colors on the legs there, not as bad in person. I know with the photos that were released, it seemed very off, but I don't mind it at all in person. Right now it's under these lights, so it might be picking up a little bit funny, but overall, very nicely done. We'll get a better look at the face. I do think that is a pretty great sculpt job.
I just hate how flat the face looks.
A little bit flat.
Well, that's what I just said, yeah.
But again, for the cartoons and everything, like I don't mind it. Articulation-wise, pretty damn good. We have some tiltage. I think it could have been a little bit better.
I do get more out of it, by the way. I'll show it in this.
It looks up pretty well. Side to side's fine. It does go all the way around if you want it to go around. He does have, because of transformation, the articulation, you could actually get a little bit of that butterfly joint going. So he get more in front. That's pretty incredible. Arms go all the way out to the side. You can do the T pose. He has articulation by the bicep there. The hinge goes past 90, just by a bit, obviously, because the cannon could come off. Take that off if you want. He does have wrist articulation. He does have the hands that open. So they have the three that are together and the one pointing finger. So there you go, if you were curious about that. He does spin, so good waist. Now this I thought was kind of interesting. If you want, you could get a little bit, I mean, you're going to get that gappage, but if you want him to kind of go, because of transformation purposes, and depending if you're doing photography, you could get them to look up a certain amount because of that. But again, that's going to come down to articulation. Sorry, I got to close all that up. But there we go. 8. Once it's done, you got to push that in. But anyway, the skirts do move out to the side, so he could do full splits. Excellent job on that. He does have rotation there. Kicks up all the way, back all the way. You see, for legs that big, that's pretty good. I think there should have been ratcheted joints in here. They're not. Ankles, excellent. And you could go down a little bit as well. He's got a lot going on with the legs, so once I transform him, I'll be able to figure out a little bit better. So that's pretty good. Oh yeah, this was a separate piece as well, and you plug it into the back. So if you want that cannon part. He does come with his lightsaber sword thing from the movie. That's pretty good. And he does come with, I guess, the smaller version of himself, but they did not add the extra piece, like the back stock part that's supposed to come out. But once it's in hand, I get it. It makes sense. And if you had extra little pieces, I don't know. But the way that it goes in, it still looks good. But you're going to put this in someone else's hands. You're not really going to be putting it in his hands. So there you go with everything that he comes with in his articulation. Robot mode, love it so far. Actually, fidgeting around, I stand corrected. You could get his head to look down. You're lifting up the back part a little bit, so you will get gappage back there. But yeah, if you want him to look down, you get him to look down just fine. So that's pretty good. Actually, you go even further. So bam, that's pretty cool. Same thing with looking up. You get him to look up a little bit too. So if you want to do some nice photography, you still can. That's pretty decent range. And for size comparison, so he's side by side with Devastator. That is how big Devastator is. He's looking really good. I think he should have been a little bit bigger. Maybe I'm being too picky, but I don't know. They still look amazing. Yeah, so there you go. As you can tell, yeah, that's a big boy. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a couple more inches would have been pretty good. But that's my own personal gripes with that. Still, fantastic piece. I could even link the full review with him on the last two that I got, which were Mixmaster, that leg, and Scavenger. But overall, yeah, they do look incredible. You know, have them looking up at him. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it does work. I don't know, sometimes he looks a lot bigger, other times he looks a little bit smaller in the cartoon. So that's some bow for you. Here's how he stacks up against some more baddies. So we got Nemesis Prime. This is the knockoff version. I do have a review on my channel about him. So if you want to see him, check that out. Awesome piece, awesome character. We have the Megatronus, which is, I guess, yeah, the namesake character. The one that Megatron named himself after. That looks pretty good. His tank mode is fantastic too. I really did. I like that figure. Something about him was really cool. But yeah, that's how they kind of stack up. So there's your villains there. And here are two more. We got one of the Star Screams. I forgot which version this guy is, but I like that one a lot. It's a really cool one. And I do have my KO version of the Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. And that is one of my favorite Optimuses. I don't know. They just did such a great job with him.
I believe that Starscream is called Cybertronian.
Because they did a lot better with like the paint. Yeah, wasn't it one of the animated?
Yeah, like Cyberverse or Cyber something to that nature. Something Cyber something or Cybertron.
Yeah, for a hot minute, he was all over like all the Targets and Walmarts, and then completely gone. But yeah, I really like that. If you see that one, yeah, I wouldn't pass that one up if anyone is looking for a cool Starscream. He's still
Megatron, is that you? Here's a hit.
Just overall, it looks like a high-end figure, and the plastic's pretty damn good on that too. So there you go. Like I said, if we straighten his legs out, I mean, you get a little bit more height. I know that the
nightcap
version.
Nightcap.
Have a good night, man.
What's going on to Stig and Frankie?
They made. Hey, how's everybody doing? Good seeing you guys. From what I understand, they made Megatron just a bit bigger, which I think the size should be kind of reversed. I believe Optimus was a smidge taller than the Megatron, but I don't mind it at all. I think this works. They do look really good together as well. So there you go. I don't know where my Earthrise Optimus is, but if I do find it, I'll do like a quick little short and post that up so you guys can kind of see size comparison. But yeah, I think he's going to come in a little bit smaller. Not by too much, but yeah. So it is what it is. And yes, you could put Megatron in Starscream's hand. So there you go. That looks pretty good. And here is how he compares with my Masterpiece knockoff. So that, what is it? MP36, I think. But yeah, like I said, this is the knockoff. This is not the legit version, but I still love it. That's one of my favorite Megatrons. But like I said, I wanted one that's in the proper scale to like the Siege line and all that. And the Earthrise. Earthrise 1986, all that. You know, the classic G1 look that, you know, they're all pretty much in scale. That's what I dig. But both versions are killer. Yeah, good stuff there. If I can find where my War for Cybertron version is, I want to swap out the cannon just to see how. Yeah, and real quick too. Yeah, this one does turn into the proper gun. He's got the stock piece, all that. I have a full review on that guy as well, and I did put the symbol on his chest.
What was that other company? The other company that did one that's kind of almost in a scale. It just comes in a little bit shorter, but they did one that looked really good too. To the cartoon.
Yeah. What was it? I think it was Romulus or something.
Yes, that's it, Romulus. Yep.
Yeah, that thing is. Yeah, he's going for like what, $150, $200, some shit like that.
It looks fantastic though. Yeah, and the knockoff one does have a closer cannon. Yeah, that it's technically a scope, but
yeah,
I mean,
a scope
obviously
that
it's his cannon.
Yep. But that's really cool shit. Like I was saying too, if I can find where the hell I put my War for Cybertron one, I'm gonna swap out that cannon, and yeah, it should look a lot better than the one that's on his arm right now. How it looks, because that one is the one that's more accurate, and it should plug in just fine. But size wise, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I gotta find it. But yeah, so there is a comparison for you guys. Here is
you know what, Vinny? Just on a side note, real quick.
Yep.
All those side companies that are making all those like extra pieces, like you've seen with the Constructicons and everything else, to give like you know Bone Crusher,
the DNA.
Yeah, I bet you they will make a cannon for them.
Oh, no doubt about it. In fact, I saw one they did for the Megatronus. They gave him extra big shoulder pads and gigantic flames and a new chainsaw weapon that looks sick. I was like, holy shit. He almost looks like a completely different figure. And he comes with a new piece that you could put over the face. So it even changes his appearance all around. So yeah, that DNA kit, they're doing a killer job.
Lurch says, hell yeah, Vinny Art. That's the cool one with real engineering needed to make him transform. The tank is easy. Yeah, the tank is definitely an easier design.
I will say They have. I will say one thing. I was impressed because this thing is a lot of fun to transform. It is a little bit different than the other ones that they've done, especially how the arms and the legs are. Because almost everything, all the treads, the whole sides of them, all fold up like origami and make the feet in his shins and his calves. So they did do it differently than the other ones. Because like Megatronus, his setup is different than this one. I thought they used kind of the same base body and they modified it, but they didn't. It is brand new.
Real quick, Steve in with a joke for you. If Megatron had a child, he'd be transparent.
Cybertron version of the tank.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, I know he's supposed to be a gun. It's all right. I get it since they can't do certain things, but overall, this does look good. The transformation is pretty slick. How the sides here, they all kind of fold up. Yeah, that's how it looks from underneath. It does have wheels, so at least it could actually move. And the turret part, it actually does turn as well. So if you want it all the way around, you can do that as well. Whatever.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
whatever you want.
Yeah, I was saying that he is. It's
so
pretty
works.
Good what they did.
Pretty good. It is pretty compact. Back's a little unsightly, but I discovered there's extra articulation when he is going to be in robot mode, because I didn't know that his toes actually bend down and inward, so it folds up into there. But overall, the design, it's okay. Like I said, I don't mind it. There's a good shot of the logo, Decepticon logo. Yeah, there's some gappage in there. Have they done better? Absolutely, but for what it is and what they're kind of limited with, I understand. But yeah, you can either put the gun down here if you want. You can put it up here if you want. Same deal with the saber. Saber, they said put on the back end over here. So you got weapon storage if you want that. But primarily, yeah, this dude is going to be in robot mode because robot mode is fantastic. Again, I really love that. I thought they did a great job. I'd probably give it a 9.5 on robot mode, tank mode, maybe a 7. Transformation was fun though, I will say that. But yeah, could have been higher, sure. But overall, this is a really fun piece. And like I said, most people, they got him primarily for Megatron robot mode. Again, this was a gift. This was a birthday gift to me. And I got to say, I'm very, very happy that I have it. Thank you again, Brendan. Killer. This is killer. Like I said, it still looks good. And what a massive upgrade to the War for Cybertron version. Because I really hated that Megatron. I thought he looked all weird. His proportions were strange. He looked all squat. His neck was terrible. If I find where it is, like I said, I'll probably take that out and swap out the cannon. I don't know if it's going to work in this mode, but I don't really want it in this mode. So he'll be in the other mode. So there you go. Here's my review, my honest review on the Megatron. The Studio Series 86 version. Bam, there you go. Thank you so much for watching. And I wanted to show you size comparison with a couple other figures. So there is a Starscream from a video game that never came out yet. It was a 2-pack with Bumblebee. And speaking of Bumblebee, here is the 86 Bumblebee. So you can kind of see the size comparison with those guys. Overall, pretty good. So yeah, one last shot for you guys. And again, that Starscream is really awesome too. Did a nice job. There you go. Thanks again for watching. Remember to hit like and subscribe. More coming at you soon.
Nice.
So yeah, like I said, overall, still a lot of fun. Had to do the animated thing.
Be sure to pick up my Volume 3 art book as well.
And get my art books too. Thank you. But yeah, overall, I was still pretty impressed with this thing. It did surprise me. I thought I'd have more issues with him. But yeah, he turned out pretty good.
But I mean, I know for me, and I've been griping on a lot of these figures, you know, whether it's Constructicons, whether it was Optimus Prime, Rodimus Prime, some of the older ones that I've been going back to, it's these lack of these larger figures having any kind of ratcheting joints right there. Because, you know, over time, with the heavy accessories these figures have that are much larger, it's the arm's going to be dropping, or even just transformations like that Studio Series Optimus Prime. I transformed them 2 times from robot to cab and back, and the joints got so sloppy loose on it, you could literally just shake the limbs around. Like that shit shouldn't be happening when you got an $80-some-odd figure. Now I know this one's slightly overpriced for leader class because didn't he come in at like 60 or 65?
I think so, yeah. But again, man, because that's not one I would have really coughed the money up for. That's why I was really thankful to my friend, you know, that he picked this one up for me. But at the same time, yeah, they're pricing out their customer. Because here's the thing, I pulled the trigger on the Constructicons, but I'm like, yeah, I'm tapped out now. Like I ain't, you know, I'm taking a big hiatus off a lot of shit because it's just okay. You guys you overdid it. It's overkill with these prices, and his box, there's so much empty space in there. Like he could assure shipping in the slightly smaller packaging. You know, they did it on purpose because they know he was going to sell.
Yeah, well, of course he was going to. Like almost every one of those Megatrons that have ever sold usually have sold. Like even some of the Kingdom, the Earthrise, and everything. And I know what your problems are with that one. I didn't mind some of the stuff they did on that because I did feel it was a slight improvement over what they did with Combiner Wars with Megatron, because that was just a humongous figure. It looked pretty good, but then he had, like, you know, you would expect like stickly legs when you're, you know, sticking to a more traditional Megatron toy and everything. But once again, that was a tank one. But he did have a few things, like I think he had a blast blast missile or something like that. I think he had light up eyes or something too. I had one that I was going to sell a while ago, and actually somebody had told me to hold on to it, and if they ever ask for it, I'm more than willing to still ship it out to them, because I do have a couple of them.
Okay.
I don't even remember how I wound up with a couple of them, but I just did. It's the same thing with Grimlock. I wound up with 2 of them when I shouldn't have, just because I bought one, didn't realize I bought it, and then bought a second one. But it was a good thing I did, because I was able to sell that Grimlock, and I made a boatload of money off that damn thing.
Sweet. Well, I got a lot to share when you're ready.
Real quick. I've been going through everybody's chats, man. You guys are absolutely killing me with some of the stuff you've been saying. I just want to mention that right there. But I know he said Pegatron. I'm pretty sure that somebody's already got that name wrapped up. We're not going to get into who, but I'm pretty sure that name is already taken. $65 is kind of a hard pass, and that's a problem with a lot of these figures. And it was one I mentioned with Scrapper as far as Constructicon's concerned. $35 figure. Yet I could tell you right now, with some of the other deluxe class figures I have at $25, they actually have just as much plastic, if not more, than Scrapper. There was no need for them to charge that much. And the same thing with Long Haul and Hook. I'm pretty sure. I know Vinnie did a review on them, and he didn't say that they were that much bigger, that they really warranted that much heavier of a price tag at it. Like, what was that? No. They were sitting at $89 too. Like,
yeah, that's why they tossed in that second part to Hall. To the long haul there, he's got that extra piece that's basically the lower torso of Devastator. You know, so it's like 3 pieces in one kind of. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's why they did it like that. But
even then, I've seen other figures that come with a hell of a lot more. Like, even that Rodimus Prime one came with a hell of a lot more. He actually came with even more than the Studio Series Optimus Prime one did. And you know what? It almost makes the price point reasonable. But, I mean, even then, I mean, you're pretty much like Pacific saying, he bought Studio Series Megatron and Ultra Magnus. He's skipping the Constructicons because I spent my budget for the year. And, you know, that's the one thing. When they re-released that Ultra Magnus, right before they did, I was telling Vinny, because I didn't have money at that point, and I so wanted to get it. But Big Bad Toy Store had that Ultra Magnus that was still sitting in stock for $41. $41 for that Ultra Magnus. Soon as they re-released them, the price, boom, right back up to $89 again. Just completely screwed over everybody that was hoping to be able to get it for that price. C-Spray.
Oh, he missed the entire review. I just did a full rewind it. You gotta rewind it. I did the full Megatron review, buddy. Oh man.
I can't see the rest of the chat. Probably because the chat is spread out through both of our channels and over there on X. That could be why.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, that's pretty awesome. Like I said, my biggest takeaway from that, there's a few things as far as like making him look like the cartoon figure. I think that the arms are a little bit too boxy. The flat face just drives me nuts, because I've seen them do the molding on some of these faces where they've done it picture perfect to the cartoon.
Yeah.
Why they decide to make him look like he had a flat, like, I don't know, pug face is beyond me. And then of course, you know, the idea, and I said it before they even released, there's going to be no ratcheting joints on this thing. And you confirmed.
I knew it too from what you said with the Optimus review, you know, because again, you got Optimus as a gift. You know, same deal, and it's kind of crazy because that Optimus, I would have gotten him if he was a normal price. That $89 price, those guys can go fuck themselves. You know, I don't like when they do that shit, because they're clearly just bending over the customer at this point. That's all they're doing to us. That's why I said, like, I'm gonna stop a lot of things. You know.
Yeah, but, once again, you're getting into the point where you're overpricing a lot of the fans, and I think that's why. Right now, I'm seeing, like, I never expected to see that re-release of Grimlock sitting on shelves, but I've been to a few Targets, and that same Grimlock just keeps sitting there. When, you know, not even, 7 months ago, you know, well, I mean, I sold mine over a year ago, but even up to like 7 months ago, you've seen people paying extraordinary prices online to get that original Studio Series 86 Grimlock. And the fact that one was still just sitting on the shelf for weeks. That's crazy because you're pricing all the fans out. You know what? You could do a lot better if you make these prices just a little bit more, just a tiny fraction of a bit more reasonable. You're still going to make money. Granted, okay, you're not going to make as much money as you would if you were overcharging everybody. But guess what? Everything's going to sell the hell out. Things are not going to wind up going to Ollie's or Ross or somewhere else.
Exactly.
You're going to make good prices off this thing. And as far as I'm concerned, I've said this forever. If Hasbro really wants to tap into the market, especially with some of the things they sold out, which you're going to be getting into the end of the show with a few of the figures that they have right now, their pre-orders have sold out on a couple figures. Okay, if you turned around and you took away the charge for shipping, offer free shipping, you're charging retail prices on your own website, selling directly, which means that you're no longer making that 300 to 500% jump in price at the retail stores. You are making nothing but ridiculous amounts of profit selling it directly off your own site, and then you're going to charge people shipping on top of that. That is just a scumbag move.
Yep. I agree 100%. Dude, did you hear the latest? Todd is doing more Kickstarters because he's losing the DC license. So now he's throwing up a couple more Kickstarters for like the Harley Quinn from the first Suicide Squad movie. Like, and people are flipping out right now because I saw it. They're like, wow. So now you're going to milk fans at the end because you're losing your license. I think it was something that should have been a regular main line figure. Like, and a lot of people are just saying F you to him. So good. Be vocal.
Yeah, I wish so. I wish. What's going on, Ancient One? He said, Hasbro, you like money? We like good toys. Hire Tommy in the panel. Problem solved in a week.
All right. Exactly. Absolutely.
Shifty, you'd be in charge of the Star Wars line.
That's one thing I miss is getting together with other designers and people who love the fucking product and breaking down what's going to work versus what isn't going to work. That was
Tommy said it. Here you go, Tommy. You had to say the magic words.
Yeah.
This is the only way it can go. Yes, we had the Weeble Wobbles. We've got,
you get to do to it.
Man, I do not like the way the phone does this now. Yes, I actually did get a to go because I have the Doku lightsaber. I do not have a figure, so I wasn't going to pay $100 for a Black Series. So I got actually, from the movie one from back in the day, which is a great one.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Let's see.
Well, the Black Series are like $20 if you can find them.
On the eBays, the ones I was seeing were $50-$60.
Oh, really?
So, but anyway, we have. Let's see. We're gonna go. Let's go. Which should we go, Vinny? Should we go green? You think green?
Yeah, go for it.
Shifty, you had green. You had this one, right?
Yep.
You had the Razor in the green.
Yep.
Right.
Beautiful.
The big guy.
What about the one in the yellow?
Oh,
that's nice.
That's his first appearance. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's killer.
Pretty cool. You want to see a custom job or do you want to keep with wrestling?
Show me the custom.
Dun, 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 dun,
surprise.
dun, 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 dun,
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Batman's got a lot of head.
Well, if you're gonna go with Tommy, so we're gonna scroll over a little bit here. Trust me, it's gonna get better because we've got the pops. But Tommy hates the Batman. So when this happens, and it unfortunately happened, so there you go, Tommy, just for you. Since that happened, that means, well, this Batman is now the Vengeance Batman, right? So he would have taken out the trash, which was the clown, is it not? So, ta-da! Welcome to my paradise.
The Bale head actually works on that.
It does, right? Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
mean,
pretty cool.
Yeah. But we're gonna go to the left a little because we just have to. I had to redo the whole room. I worked almost 3 hours on this setup.
Wow.
just because we had to get Mr. Bray Wyatt just right in the black light.
Yeah, that's the way I kind of kicked myself in the ass that I passed on that one. I saw him in the store.
Yeah, I paid retail for both
Oh,
of them,
beautiful.
basically about $30 each.
Yeah, that was
Shipped
really
to the
good.
house though,
Nice.
so that's not too bad.
No,
I
no,
do
yeah.
like it. I like it a little better when I don't have the green light on because man, does that glow, being white.
Yeah, that works.
You know, but since Slasher's not here, sadly, I'm sorry, but that's the Savage he sent me, and it just makes me laugh when you see old Randy there, and you got Kane and Bane and Bane and Bane and Bane and Bane
and Kane
and Kane, and then we got a little bit more mix. But yeah, again, you got to have fun, right? That's what you were saying. And
Yeah, man.
see the clown, he's still having fun. But trust me, we're gonna get back on track. We'll get back on track, I promise. It's just we're gotta have a little fun. You have to have Obi-Wan cutting off the hand of the Joker with Darth Vader's lightsaber, and he was holding Yoda's because it's green, and it's a stylus for the old games. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. So here we have, in order to make the Lexus here. Right. So in order for that one to become on the chair, I think he's got to kill this one. I never read the storyline. But so in my mind, as he kills Lex to turn into this, that Superman takes him out. And this Superman's just like, why did I come back to this kind of world? That's how we all feel. But yeah, we've got my Reeves is everything,
The white Christopher Reeves did you use the was it that like rubbery paint stuff?
For what now?
The Christopher Reeves with the white, that one.
Yeah, that's the one that I did the Plasti Dip paint.
That's
yes.
the Plasti Dip. That was it.
Yeah, because it was the joints were black, and then yep. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to do it as Batman, because it could have been a good Batman too, but I think it works good with Christopher Reeves.
I like that. That looks pretty damn sweet.
And then because you and I had kind of the same one, I had the 6-inch giggity Henry Cavill, but you see, he's holding the kryptonite because they just said, you know what, with the way everything went, why not? We're just going to do that. That's what I thought was funny because I didn't know where else to put him. He's just too short. He just doesn't line up right with the rest of them. But this suit is huge, which I like.
Yeah.
I again, like I said, I had fun with it. Look, he takes off his mask. I like how it kind of glows because that's that glow in the dark paint I put on there. But
okay.
To the good stuff, right? Like, I mean, we're talking, let's get to the good. Let's get to the oh my goodness.
Yeah, the black and white set is fantastic.
Look at that. That's just, that's love right there.
Hell
and look, of course, that Joker would, of course, take out Adam West, will you not? If Heath Sledger's Joker is paying respect. So, yeah, and again, we have all of my wonderful scarecrows. Different, we've got the Wayne that's insane from the Insane Asylum.
Yeah.
Slasher's favorite, of course, is the scarecrows that are all glowing. But yeah, there's my other customs where I switched out a couple heads. Giggity.
Nice.
And unfortunately, we're still missing one, so there's more to add because all my pieces didn't. A package from 4 hours away had to go to Ohio, and then it's still in Indy, so it's taken 3 days to go nowhere. But yeah, so I got those guys kind of there hanging out. But yeah, it's just been a whole lot of fun with a lot of. I have more stuff coming. I would have had everything here today, but they decided no, we're not going to do that. But this Batman did come today. And it's crazy because that's actually purple. I thought it was just him kind of wearing a Robin style, but it's not.
No, yeah. He's what the hell's his name again? He had a weird name that version.
It's the Silver Age Batman with Ace.
I believe that one's supposed to be that what is it, that other personality of his or something.
Oh, well, I mean, I think they just did it to be cheap because they got, I've got that other one that's got those colors. It was a Halloween, but they did it with the sticker. So I thought it looked pretty good to put those two together in my Joker layer.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it definitely works in your Joker.
You know, so, and then you got the insane, after they've been, it's all the Joker's fault. See, so that's how it all goes. It all plays, and it all is because Tommy hates the Batman, and so does Slasher. So I had to make it. See, that's hilarious. You can't tell me that's not funny. Come on.
That's good. That's the Mattel Joker, right?
Yes. Thank you, Vinnie. Yes, it is the Mattel Joker. Speaking of Mr. Fisk, we have the Fiskowitz. He's right there, man. He's everything is. Look, man, my shelf is kind of low on heads. I've never had an empty head shelf. And again, I'm sorry, that's just funny. Same guy that created this entire room, my own set of Legos, because why not? But that's pretty much all I have. The setup is done for now. I will put the suit on at some point. We'll figure it out. But yes, this is the fun that I get to have. And I was glad to share it with everyone. But I won't be buying any more toys either or any more stuff. I'm done. September was my last month to have fun. And now I have to be an adult again, even though I don't want to be, because I'm a Toys R Us kid. I'm not going to
I hear you, bro.
Forget it.
Awesome stuff, brother. Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Ancient One. I'm pretty sure I said hi to Ancient One. What's going on, Ancient One? In case I didn't, just in case. Everybody's killing. Soul Assassin did have this question. Have any of you all gotten this Rosetta? No, I haven't. They're a bit pricey, and I've seen a few of the early Ice and Fires. They kind of lack a little bit in articulation. They look really good. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I don't know. But some of the ones they've done later on, like the Conans and stuff like that, just absolutely amazing. I've seen some of the stop animation they've done. It's absolutely killer.
The Frank Frazetta Conan that thing is jaw dropping. I would love to, but again, they're out of my budget too. I seen a couple of them at the comic shop. They had the Fire and Ice ones, and Heavy Metal one with the blonde chick on the dragon thing. They had that, and again, it looks great, but I gotta rob a bank.
I think we all do at this point to be able to afford anything else.
Listen, I told you, we just gotta use those COVID masks. We there's a plan. We're joking, YouTube. We're joking. These are jokes.
Mine, crafty and jokes. Do not
that's
worry.
All they are. Oh, by the way, I mean, this is a little bit late, but I did film. Because I think the anniversary of it passed already, but the Jaws stuff. So I did see it in stores, and gotta say I do not like it.
Oh,
here is the Toward Movie Maniac version thing, and
they got the Jaws piece.
This doesn't look right. What's going on with her leg?
Like the whole water in the foot, like it looks like it's broken.
This is a lazy cheap.
It might be. I've seen them broken in package on the shelves before.
Yeah, that's just they look like shit to me. Jaws didn't look right. Like, that's okay, but who the hell wants a Dwight from The Office? I don't know. In the mouth, it doesn't look correct. It feels like the bottom part is just like from the side jutting out in a really odd way. Like it's unnatural. It doesn't look good. I don't know. I think
I'm guessing maybe around. I was going to say 40, but
yeah, probably with tax and everything, it's probably 38-ish. I'm assuming. But,
they're trying to recreate the movie. They did it much better years ago with the little 3D movie posters of McFarlane.
Yeah, the 3D movie posters, those were killer. They did a good job with those.
Wait.
I mean, I still have my Friday 13th that's somewhere, I think, Jules. Go ahead, Shifty.
I don't think that would be 40 because the Scarface one was like only 25, wasn't it?
Well, this is Spielberg. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, what was the price? It was there.
I thought it was 34.
wasn't
Yeah, 34.56
Well,
with
gosh,
tax and
that's-
everything. More than that.
Yikes.
Yep. I told you with
Yikes.
Spielberg. Yeah. Oy vey is all I gotta say. Oy vey.
All right. Well, I have something else here for you.
Mhm.
This is actually the one I was kind of hoping Slasher was going to see because I think he would have liked this, but I got a toy break for you. And this time it's actually toys, and no, I'm not actually breaking something this time. That'll be next week. But yeah, here we go with today's toy break.
Guys, welcome back for this toy break as we are taking a look at 1994 by Toy Biz, Marvel Comics, Spider-Man the Animated Series Kingpin figure with smash and grab action. This one is a little bit worse for wear. You should have seen how bad this thing looked before I cleaned it up. It looked like somebody just went crazy with paints and markers and everything all over this guy. But otherwise, he's really not in that bad a shape. Everything is still there. Most of the paint is actually still on this thing. And his smash and grab action still works. It wasn't a whole lot of articulation. He had a head turn. The arms could move, but they were part of the smash and grab action, so you can't really move them up. And he had like this twist. Little twist right here in the legs. That's about it for this Kingpin figure. He didn't have a whole lot on him, but pretty neat, pretty interesting. Anyway, guys, let's see what else we have to show off real quick. And we also have this, I believe this is Gundam figure. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's Gundam. I'm not overly familiar with a lot of them, but this thing actually did have a few points of articulation in it. Had movement in the legs and everything like that. So let's put him in a few poses real quick. As you can see, he did have a little bit of articulation in this thing. Now try one more pose. So while not overly articulated, this one did have a few points of articulation for such a smaller figure. This guy's pretty tiny. I would say he's probably about maybe 4 inches tall. I couldn't seem to really locate a proper date stamping, but it almost looks like it's 2001. Which, I don't know, it's got a B with a 2001, not 100% sure, but there we go with this robotic, what looks like a Gundam figure. Guys, hope you enjoyed this toy break.
Yeah, there we go with that. Do you guys remember either of those?
All I know is that's a Gundam robot.
Yeah, Gasway and Ancient One. Yeah, Mobile Suit Gundam. I don't even remember where the hell it came from because I don't really remember buying any of them. Or say 80s from the 80s. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, there was no like a normal stamping date on it, so I just did the best I could, and I couldn't seem to find that exact same one. So it's kind of like a hit or miss sometimes if you can't find something out there as an example to be able to, say for sure, okay, it came from this year, but I just did the best I could with it.
I'm pretty sure it was one. It looked like one. But man, that Kingpin, that tiny little head on that body.
It's pretty close to the animated version from what I see.
Yeah.
I don't know why my mic keeps shutting off every time those clips pop up. Like it stays off when we come back. But yeah, I had the Kingpin. And yeah, that thing used to come. I remember as a kid, his arm used to come down so hard and fast, it like cracked me in the knuckles. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was a strong spring on that.
Yeah, man. The fact that it still works, like I don't know what somebody did. It's like somebody took paint markers all over that thing. I sat there for a few hours trying to scrub that thing clean. I actually used car wax, like the old liquid luster shit that they sell. I was using that to get most of the paint off because it just would not come the hell off.
Wow.
I was like, and even then, I still had to scrub the living shit out of it with that stuff to get it off.
Holy shit! Hey, I want to show you something too. So what Shifty had shown before, he had gotten those $3.99 or $4 for those AEW figures. So
oh shit! Real quick, each one saying also the Gundam you feature had to be the RX-78-2 Gundam model. Like, nice. You guys would know more about it than me. I mean, I was pretty sure it was Gundam, so that's why I said correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, thanks for coming in and giving us some more information on it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty Gundam accurate with that number.
Well, this is what I ended up doing with the soft goods, and I thought this looked really good. Now this feels more like a real John. I had it muted because I got a little bit of music in there, but John Byrne style.
You and your stupid properly colored knees on your She-Hulk figure.
That's pretty neat, though. Like I think that worked because where else are you gonna find a nice like hoodie that it's soft goods for your figures? I'm like $4. I'll buy a piece of shit figure just so I can get that.
You should have turned it around and showed the dog off.
Oh, I'll do another short because right now her hair's covering it anyway. But yeah, I'll put it on another figure or whatever because like I could use it for other stuff. I think I'm gonna take the little logo out because it looks like what is it? Like a tank top T-shirt above where it says Larry. I'll paint over it or do something. But I'll leave Larry. That's fine. The dog looks pretty cool. But yeah. But otherwise, yeah, that was pretty nice. They did a good job with the stitching on that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I see they're still talking about Gundams over there, and I can say this. It was never a series that I really kept on, but I do see them every once in a while at Target. So they still have like model kits and small figures I see every once in a while. So my Targets always tend to get a little bit more than apparently some of the other places, but I do see them from time to time. So, I mean, they're still like, I think it's Bondi that still makes them.
Yeah, they still do. Yeah. Yeah, the ones at Target do look really nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff from Bondi that looks really nice, but unfortunately, it's always the pricing on a lot of that stuff.
I know. It's way too much.
Especially if it's like SH Figure Arts or any of those other things. So I got one other thing. I want to try to wow you with something. You showed off a few of the computer animated stuff. I got an old school one for you.
Oh,
this one I promised. I promised this one. And here it is. Pigmation in effect.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Till all are one.
Hell yeah, dude, that was awesome.
That was cool.
That was really fucking cool.
I'm working on trying to get better.
Yeah, dude, how do you get the smoke too on the gun?
All that's done in After Effects, like when I run it through my editor.
Oh wow,
nice.
You got a nice editor. Holy shit, beautiful.
I don't know, people talk shit about Wondershare, but man, they got some pretty cool shit in there. I mean, it may not be the greatest in the world, but it suffices for what I need it.
Dude, everything you've been doing on your edits are incredible. So, I don't know what the problem is. Like,
it's Gundam amazing,
right?
Right there. Yeah.
Shifty said it.
Gundam. Good Gundam is good as well. But I got one more thing to show off, and then I can hand it off to you guys for whatever else you got. And then the last point that I have is just some of the figures I wanted to talk about that are either, coming up right now or just starting to hit stores. But I've got a toy show off for y'all. This is going back a ways. I remember Steve asking me about these things a while ago. So I think, you know what? I found these things. I'm just going to film these. These are old school. Hope you guys enjoy this show off.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Guys, welcome back for this toy show off. Taking a look at some of those old school 1976 Playmobil toys. This one we got the Colorado and St. Louis Western Coach US Mail number 7. Got a few of the guys right there. I know there's more pieces to it than this, but these things were kind of cool. I mean, the opening doors. Got the back piece right there where you could store stuff. There's actually storage underneath this as well. Came with a few crates and everything like that, a few barrels. I think there was a few other pieces that actually came with as well. They could store stuff on. Of course, you could store some of the Play School figures in there. The front wheel did turn, but it doesn't actually stay on there very well. Of course, came with the horses that you hitched up. And then I got a bandit guy right here, another guy over there. There was a bunch of different stuff that these Play School sets had that you could just kind of build up. There's like, we have a whole, it's like a town or something, like a whole set of buildings that you can actually build up as well. Unfortunately, I don't know if all the pieces are there, so I'm not even going to get into trying to build all that. But yeah, tons of stuff you could do with these. And for something that was from 1976, these really just do not look like they're in that bad a shape overall. I mean, a little bit worse where like some of the connection points on the stagecoach to the front of the horses doesn't really stay snapped in very well, but overall not looking half bad, especially with almost all the stickers still on it. And real quick, here goes some of the other crates with some more of the parts. This is all part of that Western town setup. Got a saloon, and Lord knows what else was in there. There's just all kinds of stuff for this setup with Bradley. Pretty interesting. There's some more of it right here. Steps and walls of windows that actually fold in and out. And a bunch of other characters. A few of them are actually little army figures too. A whole lot. Actually a lady too in dress. First I thought it was a hangman's noose. It looks like it's just a corner of a building. But there we go with the Playmobil figures and sets.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Yeah, dude, for something so simple in style, like they did a lot of work on those things.
Yeah,
yeah. And once again, from 1976,
Wow. That's fucking
or said that they aged better than him.
I mean, even going back further, you showed off in those commercials a few weeks back those large scale figures and wagons and horses in those commercials. Those were amazing, and those were like from the late '60s. I mean, wow. I mean, they had a lot of cool stuff back then.
Oh, yeah.
They did. I mean, like I'd mentioned before, goddamn, Zeroids. Mm-hmm. So some of the stuff they're doing with like the early Zeroids robots, like I have one of them still, and he would like light up. It was like a weird, almost like kind of like cross between like an R2 unit and something else, but they came out before Star Wars, so. But yeah, those things, man, they were built to last too. I mean, other than the battery connection points not seeming to work right in mine, and it might not even be the battery connection, it might be the bulb, because those old school toys like that, they had a bulb in there instead of, like what you're used to now where we get the little LEDs and stuff like that, which are really hard to burn out. Yeah, they had a little miniature bulb that you had to put in those. And I think that's what went on mine. But man, other than that, there's one tab that broke where the the whole top half of the body sits down and you twist it. One tab broke off, but otherwise you could still connect that thing if the bulb is good and everything, and it'd probably light up like it did when I was a kid.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing stuff. That's all the segments that I have for today. As far as clips, did you have anything else, Finn?
I just have that the Metatron thing when I talk about me not not wanting to get any more of this crap regarding DC brand. I can play that.
Okay, yeah. If you want to play that now, you can go ahead. Because all I got left is just stuff that's upcoming or pre-sales and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is the full explanation of why I'm dropping the DC brand altogether. Hey everybody, this is Vinnie Art, formerly designer McFarlane Toys and comic book creator. I just want to let you guys know this was one of the last pieces that I picked up before the Charlie Kirk thing happened, and I don't know if I'm going to be doing a review on him. There was a handful of other pieces that I got before that, and I really don't want to showcase DC Comics anymore. I'm certainly not buying any of their product anymore. For me, that was it, because they hired a writer who was mocking and being just a disgusting, disrespectful, evil, vile person, and any company that would employ that, I want nothing to do with. Just straight up nothing to do. I don't care what side of the fence anyone's on. They're glorified the murder of someone, and I'll never support a company that does shit like that. So I'm just being crystal clear. This piece, I might even sell it later on. I don't know yet. It's kind of a shame, but yeah, it is what it is. So just being honest with everything. There's too many people that are still supporting companies like that or looking the other way because they don't care. Brand slavery, all of that. Remember, these are the companies that, if they're willing to mock someone like that about free speech, they don't care about you on any level. Their entertainment is going to keep poisoning people and pushing them to those horrible degrees. And people, please wake up. It's our money that's making these people continue to do stuff like that. Stop supporting it. Stop funding it. That's just my 2 cents on it. Agree with me, disagree. I really don't care at this point. But yeah, I think there's been a big change happening in the world, and you could see it globally. Everyone's saying what they want, trying to put words in his mouth, trying to call this guy this, that, or the other. It's all been proven wrong anyway. Charlie Kirk was a good guy who was just debating people. He helped out everyone, black, white, didn't matter. He helped people and he tried to change their minds if they had really weird viewpoints that were pushed from either the media or the colleges, poisoning the minds of people. And that's just the fact of it. So anyway, it is what it is. And yeah, I just thought I'd make a quick short on that and on this figure. So, well, anyway, you heard what I had to say. Please be good to one another. And yeah, see you guys soon with another review from something else. Probably more Transformers or, I don't know, anything else other than DC, because I think I am done with this. Thanks. So yeah, that was my explanation on all of it and why I'm dropping the DC brands. So there you go, folks.
And I think a lot of people got to understand too the viewpoint. If you get offended by that, that's completely on you, because here's what you're actually missing in the detail of all this.
Mm-hmm.
If they're cheering for somebody that most of them didn't know, probably never listened to, didn't care, they just heard this is what this person is, that's what that person is, rah rah rah, let's cheer it because they told us to. You do one thing wrong, you suddenly find yourself on the other side of that fence, and they were going to be cheering for your downfall. Just remember that, because if they will cheer for somebody they don't even know, if they know you and they decide you've fallen out of grace, they will be cheering for your destruction as well.
Yeah, they did that already, though. If you think about it, when we went through 2019, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
They've already done that. We've already done this, man. We're reliving history. It's just been flip flopped, all of it. But we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Oh, for sure.
Man. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Lurch Troll coming in. It would have been funny if they had made a Diaclone series about pilots who fly and drive the Transformer robots versus Gundam. Yeah. Well, I mean, they kind of had like a semi story about that kind of, but it was the Romadoro. Oh god damn, I keep forgetting the name of it. It basically, it was the early Insecticons. They were supposed to be this invading force that the all the Diaclone pilots would jump in their mech suits and fight. But obviously, that didn't really go nowhere. And when Hasbro stepped in with their own writers and their own ideas how to completely combine the two, different lines, micro-change the Diaclone, they actually created the Transformers and made something huge out of that. So, it would have been interesting. It's not to say that they couldn't still do something like that now with Transformers, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like, as far as the pilots and everything, it'd have been a cool concept. They could probably still do a throwback, something like that. I'm sure Takara. I heard Takara had actually been kicking around the idea of re-releasing Diaclone, like upgraded versions of them. I don't know if they ever did, but you never know. You never know. Okay. Yeah, I hear you, Frankie. I checked out of that stuff a while ago, and that's why you never see me with any DC figures, just because, I seen where the writing was on the wall a while ago. The pig is one step ahead of the curve. It's like I keep telling Vinny, Pig Stradamus right here. I see things before they happen, and I've usually been pretty damn spot on with most of it.
Oh, absolutely, man.
But I wanted to get in some of the things, and one of the first things is actually something you already showed. So it was that piece right there. It looks a lot better sitting in the package. But this is this supposed to be the poster series. Is that exactly the same as one you've seen, or is that one not the poster series?
This no. The one,
this looks slightly different, right?
Yeah, the one I showed you was movie air quotations movie maniac. Okay. This one is more of like a relief rather than an actual, because it's partly like they were saying, where's the rest of the figure? Because the one that McFarlane did, it's just like you cut them in half basically, where it's just the mouth up, which is so stupid. But this one makes more sense anyway because the mouth is closed and that's what it was supposed to be.
Well, it looks like the mouth could open too.
Oh, possibly, or unless that's the part where it's actually a separate piece and they glued it on.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
that's just a bad seam line. I don't know.
But $54.99 is a pretty high price.
What company is this?
It's McFarlane.
Oh, NECA.
No, wait a minute. No, it's NECA. I'm sorry, it's NECA.
Yeah. Oh my God, they're crazy. They're crazy. 55.
I was going to say, speaking of something else, it's NECA. They had these, which I was kind of like, I wasn't that big of a fan of the movies anyway. But the figures look kind of interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, they look pretty good. But I'm not a fan. I never watched them. The Santa suit looks really good. If you take his head off, you could probably make another crazy.
You could make Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah, you could do that one.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Was it an anthology movie? The other one that had the homeless guy. Thanks for the ride, lady. Oh shit! With the Santa Claus, I was trying to break into the house and kill her. Why can't I think of the name of it? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm not. How's it going, Emiliano Nieto? Greetings.
What's up?
New subscriber.
Hello.
Welcome. Has broken. Yeah, I am not sure. I remember Silent Night, Deadly Night. Beyond that, a lot of those other type Christmas movies, like one we watched, the Bill Goldberg, Slay. What was that? Santa Slay.
Yeah, Santa Slay.
Or Slay All the Way, or something like that.
Santa Slay.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Terrifier is. It's just a gore movie. I think the character himself is kind of neat, but I got really turned off in the first one where it's all shit smearing everywhere. Like, I can't do without that.
Yeah, like his design works. I think he does have a good look, and they could definitely brand it properly. But yeah, if the movies are kind of shitty or overrated,
shitty is the key word.
Shitty,
Of course, the one everybody's talking about already sold out on pre-order. We were talking about Studio Series 86 Soundwave. I have my gripes. With this one right out of the jump, and it really doesn't have anything to do with Soundwave, other than I wish they would have not did a transparent door on this one. Yeah. I wish they would have made him look like the cartoon and had a solid paint for the freaking chest door, because I think it looks horrible when you have the tape in there. I just don't like the way it'll look. But yeah, $59.99 for this guy. Once again, overpricing. Another leader class that's way above the 55 price. Here's where I start to have the problem with these tapes. This one, they did a black background so they don't show you how bad these things don't look like tapes, because I've seen the other pictures and they do not look very good as tapes. I am not sold on their designing on that, and especially when you see them transformed. That Ravage looks like garbage, and both of those Condors look like trash. I mean, this is the weak spot in this set for me.
Yeah,
and why did they do it? Yeah, how did you downgrade? Because the laser beaks that they had from Siege and everything like that, they were look great. Cool. Yeah, they look really good. Another thing I want to point out real quick before you give some more viewpoints is notice that they put a sound wave up there with a small panel that's missing off them. Why would you take a photo with a panel missing off the damn figure?
Yeah. Oh, shit. I just noticed it. Oh, my God. Trash, bro. bro. Trash, bro. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a shame because I think the Soundwave, like, he looks great. And, like, once again, get rid of the damn clear door and give a solid door. And I think they did the same thing with Perceptor. When they did the re-release of him, which I'll be talking about next week, believe me, the other release of him looks a lot better. The next one we had actually touched on ever so briefly was this Ultra Magnus. But good God, that price tag.
200. This is more than the brand new one with all the articulation and the fucking
this is the missing link articulated one.
Yeah.
And he comes with this little character called Deerstalker, which an extra throwing character. Why, to justify bending somebody over the table for
$124? Oh yeah. No, Tommy. The Ultra Magnus is $100, and that little guy is $94.
Deerstalker.
But I mean, look at that! You can recreate that freaking cover art. I mean, it looks fantastic. Don't get me wrong, people. This thing looks amazing. But that price tag, good God, that price tag!
No, they're insane. They're insane.
I mean, he even comes with the white robot inside, like the original Prime. He comes with a little matrix right there and everything. That's pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of things in here going for it, except the price tag.
Oh shit! Frankie said it. You need cash, bro, to buy Hasbro.
Ain't this true?
Right.
They did mess up those cassettes, Frankie, and I seen a lot of people simping for it. I'm like, dude, come on, man, you can't tell me
simping for the cassettes.
Yeah, they were saying they think they look great, they look amazing. They said Ravage looks 10 times better. I'm like, in what world?
Ravage looks a little bit better, but it's still bad. And the fucking both the birds look way better in the previous version of it.
Yeah. I go back to that picture real quick. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't look anything like the cartoon.
No,
you could probably fix the door up. You could put like a little cardboard insert of what it's supposed to look like.
Oh man, yeah, because like robot mode looks. I mean, yeah, cassette mode's fine, but like the robot mode, yeah, that looks really good. But
that does look good. And I know a lot of people said it looked chunky, but when they showed other pictures of him in box, like they actually showed the actual, packaging and everything.
Yeah.
He didn't look quite as chunky. I think it's just the way that they took the photos. But he looks amazing.
But once again, like the one that the one you hooked me up with too, like that looked fucking epic. Like I have no problems with that previous one. Like I don't know what is it, the War for Cybertron one or the Earthrise?
Yeah, that was War for Cybertron. That was Siege. That was Netflix, the Netflix exclusive at Walmart.
Yes, that's beautiful to me. That's like the perfect sound wave. This one looks nice, but like, was this necessary? Just so they could bend over the fans for another 60 plus shipping and everything? Get out of here.
I'd seen a lot. Oh, go ahead, Shifty.
I'm just glad that the stuff I ordered on Hasbro Pulse wasn't obnoxiously priced, because
that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
but
getting into ludicrous price ranges.
Well, I mean, what they're doing is they're slow, and the people are not even realizing they're jacking these prices up on these few little releases. Like, oh well, this, that. Next thing you know, every release after is going to be that same price. This is the way they get you. They're like, oh well, it's just this one. No, it's not. It's going to be every single one is going to wind up being that price moving forward.
Exactly. And as we just saw, what do you call it? The Megatron.
Gamer.
You know, he had all that empty space. It's the same size box. They just put Soundwave in, and they threw the cassettes in there. It's like it's a huge empty box. Are you paying for packaging? You're not even paying for the figure. You're paying for packaging.
I mean, Hasbro did. Oh, go ahead, Shifty.
Oh, the overprice of some of the Gamerverse 2-packs. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be $50 instead of $65.
I agree. Yep.
But they always tend to do that when they do the multi-packs.
Yeah,
Some
it's a shame.
It depends on what they are, because the War Machine and the Omega Red, they're only $50. That's decently priced. And the Wolverine and the Silver Samurai, which nobody wants the Silver Samurai, $65. Cap Venom, $65. The big Juggernaut, $65. But I don't know, he may be kind of worth it. But the X-Men 2-packs that me and Adam ordered, they were only $50, so that's $25 a piece. So they were. It just depends, but
yeah,
man, 65 is way.
I'll tell you what the other reasoning is for that, because if they're brand new figures, the price went up because it's brand new tooling. That Wolverine, everyone said, is hands down the absolute best Wolverine that's ever been made on the market right now. There's a reviewer that I watch he is an asshole when it comes to certain things. He reviewed it and he goes, I have to give this thing one of the highest ratings because the figure it's a masterpiece. He goes, especially if you are collecting the Marvel stuff, you'd want this in your collection, because if you didn't, then you're going to be crying later on. So, and he's not wrong, because like from what I've seen, that thing is jaw dropping. I had to pass on the Cap and Venom because I don't have a Venom that's like the newer one like that. That's got the nice articulation. And I do like the new articulation in Captain America, and just overall, I think they look great. I'm not paying that money for it.
That's the set I want the most. That's the one if I had to cancel one, it'd be the Wolverine set, but the Cat Venom, I want both of those. So
they look incredible, but like at the moment,
what sucks is what sucks is I've got all of them reserved, right? And they're not coming out at GameStop until like next month. And Amazon's already delivered them all to everybody. They've already got theirs. It sucks.
Oh, I see. That's what I had to do. I put in the pre-order for a couple of things, and I ended up canceling the pre-orders because I ended up finding the figures I was looking for in another store.
Yeah.
Like you said, because they're like a month or two behind.
Now, I will say one thing in Hasbro's favor, and that'll be the review that's going to be coming up soon with the Perceptor. I will say there are, and I'm just going to say this up front, so when you see it, you'll understand when I break it down, but there are a few small nitpicks. And once again, it doesn't fall on the main character of the box. But considering where that one is priced at, it's really not horrible pricing, because you're essentially paying $5 a cassette. And, well, let's just say that the value you're getting, that's about all they're worth. It's $5 a cassette.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
But, I mean, they could have easily said $45 or more for that set. And people probably would have easily said, okay, that's worth it, because the cassettes are normally 10 to 12 a piece anyway. So, no.
Oh,
you'll see when I break it all down.
Yeah.
Speaking of overpriced, I just found out that I had the retro Doom from the Fantastic Four reserved at GameStop, and I don't think they had the price when I reserved it, and I just looked it up because it's on the truck on the way. It's $33.
Wait, what's 33?
The retro carded Doctor Doom from the Fantastic Four Marvel Legends line.
Why is that so much more?
I don't know. I guess because they jacked the prices up because of tariffs.
God.
Yeah, it's $32.99, I think. course, I get a couple dollars off because I'm with the game. The gamers unlock whatever.
Yep.
But yeah.
And see, that's the funny.
I wasted my damn coupon this month. I bought. I said last week I bought the Justice League Task Force Batman because I was going to take all that 16-bit cell shading out, but I got halfway up the road and I was like, I don't want to do that again. So I took it back immediately, and he's like, you just wasted your $5 coupon. I said, I know.
So I wonder what the excuse is going to be. Let's just say tomorrow, all those tariff things things are worked out and they just go away. What's going to be their excuse moving forward? Oh, well, because the economy's so bad, we have to keep these prices at that level. And then even if the economy wasn't that bad, we can't lower prices because of our costs. There's always going to be some excuse.
Oh yeah. They'll say, guess what, everybody? There's a shortage on plastic now.
They better lower if the stuff the tariffs get shut down. They got to. It's stupid right now. It's stupid. Well, especially the Star Wars figures.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that are just dropping toy lines and collecting altogether. You know how many times I've seen online where people are just like, "Yeah, I'm selling off my collection," and some of them they just bought brand new figures that literally came out like last week, and they're just selling off entire collections now.
Yeah, I've seen that. There's people that bought some of the Gamerverse line, and I mean, they get the Wolverine and stuff in the cap and the Venom. Already, and they're selling them used. They got this kid had all of them on his bed. And he's like, okay, I need to sell his stuff, and he's pricing it on Target on Twitter. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow,
it's crazy what they're doing. And well, as all these companies and Hasbro's always been on the bubble anyway. They've been having a lot of problems for years, and this kind of shit is not going to endear them with fans if they keep pulling this kind of shit. Because, like you said, people are just going to drop lines.
I'm a sucker. I got all this shit reserved because I'm just getting into the collecting, and I'm like, oh, I want this. Oh, I want that. But then, like I said, I told Tommy at the top of the show, I had to dig through my video game collection, and I got all my Metal Gear games because I don't play those. I haven't played them in decades. And I got some stuff that's worth a lot. I'm going to go and I got a guy on Craigslist. I'm going to go sell them for a couple $100 tomorrow, just to pay for these damn pieces of plastic.
Nice. That's it. Get rid of shit that you don't use anymore, you don't want, and for something else that you want.
They'll end up selling those in about 10 years.
Maybe. I don't know.
If they don't fall apart.
Oh, shit.
You don't know. I mean, the cheap plastic they use on some of these.
On some, yeah.
That's what I'm worried about with the McFarlanes. Because of the diapers that they put on them, I don't know if they're going to be in top form in 15 years or so.
Yeah, I don't know.
They might lurch. They might rabbit. You might say that the latex trees are endangered.
Right. Well, I'll tell you right now, because I know Chris Fisk, it happened to him. When he found out that I used to work for them or whatever the first time, like years ago, and we're on a stream together, I was showing a couple of the figures. He takes out I got some of those samurai ones, like the ones that Adam has in his garage. He takes out the box. He picks up one of them. The thing fell apart completely in his hands. He picked up another one, fell apart. And just the fucking things were just like exploding in his hands.
Well,
they're just turning to dust.
Basically.
Did you say he stored them in his garage?
Oh, no. Adam has
mine are in the garage. The troll I showed you and all that, that's the same set Chris had.
Yeah, the samurai ways.
Yep.
Yeah, some of the stuff you got to have and properly.
I'll tell you right now that full samurai line, because I had a couple of them as well. And back in the day too, like they would break as soon as you open up out a package. The company they were using, or the Chinese manufacturer that they were working with, was giving them the cheapest plastic, and because they had weird kind of ratcheting joints ish, they were all faulty, and the whole thing would just snap, break, you name it,
and just falls apart. Because that's that Spawn I have. He's literally just stuck on himself. Because nothing's holding them together. You'd have to glue it together, and then you can't move it. It's ridiculously. And there's little itty bitty pieces that snap that clip on and move. It's retarded, the design.
Yeah, and it's one of the main reasons why he didn't want to articulate figures and stuff too, because they didn't have the capability, and he didn't understand the process or anything back then. It's when he outsourced everything to China altogether, then they had to compete with other stuff, and that's why they did what they did. Over the first year of the DC line versus like the fourth or fifth year, there's such a massive change because someone else got involved and they got better plastic. They got things that are a little more durable, but yet you still have some of these things, like you said, like the diapers. There's certain things that are still faulty, or the wrist joints, or the ball joints in the original ones. If you go back, you'll see how shitty and flimsy they are. But yeah, it's interesting.
I know we're running long. I just want to ask you this. When you was McFarlane, I don't know if this was a McFarlane line, but did y'all do the Sin City movie figures?
That was before me, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know the guy who did the voice for Marvin the Electric Chair.
Because I was at a antique mart here the other day, and they have all those old figures in the packages, $8 each, and I'm like really considering buying them.
We'll check eBay, see what they're going for.
Well, I don't think they're going for $8.
Well, if you get them for a deal and flip them, I mean that could be worth it too. The electric chair one was awesome. I did like that thing.
Yeah, that's the one that a lot of parents were like really teed off about because it was so questionable for an action figure.
Yeah, I don't really think so. I mean, like it's fine. He's the guy who's getting electrocuted. He's not. It's not a female. It's not another character. But whatever. I had a few of those. Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I hear you. There's a lot of stuff they've been doing like that for years. I mean, when you were talking quality as a kid, you weren't talking about, wow, look at the quality of this Chinese toy.
Dude, and I don't know how much, I mean, we'll probably find out in a few years now, but every time you open up those old ones that were in the clamshell, the odor of spray paint that came out of those things, who knows how much toxic shit we've been breathing in.
Well, they were saying that was one of the things to tell, like the knockoff NECAs. If you picked up a knockoff NECA, one of the first things you're going to smell is this weird, like odorous paint smell that came off it from the cheap paint jobs that they were doing over in China.
Wow.
Maybe at first, because I picked up a couple of the Ninja Turtle ones that were like dirt cheap, and I found out they were knockoffs, and they didn't smell. The movie ones.
No, I think the some of the companies that are doing like just straight knockoffs of let's say NECA or something like that, when they're doing the straight knockoffs, those are like the bottom of the barrel like toy manufacturing companies, and they're the ones that are always cutting corners. So when you're talking about third party's a little bit different because they're not exactly a knockoff, not technically, because they've always made some kind of design change to really make it look a little bit different than the mainline figures.
Like those Transformers, man. Dude, they improved upon all the Hasbro ones. Yeah, killing us toxic. Oh, for sure. Dude, well, look at our government. It says with the food in the air and the water. Yeah, toys. If you look at the toys, it's like, oh, that ain't so bad.
Could always be worse.
Right.
But I think this is a good spot to wrap it up, man. We've been going over 3 hours. I want to thank everybody that's been hanging out with us this entire time, and everybody that was not only been watching and maybe stepped out, or some of you that are going to be watching on the replay. Thank you for spending your time here. Could have spent it anywhere, chose to spend it here with us, and I hope that you had a little bit of fun. Maybe even learn something new. Always listen to Indy. That is a very wise pig, and he seems to know a lot of historical facts that I can't seem to get to. But I'm going to hand it off to my panelists here. We already lost 2 tonight. Damn it. And the Slasher, and then Adam dropped out again. Damn wiener dogs. You just can't trust them. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw it over to our panelists.
Listen to me! Get me out of here, you fool! Too late, fools! Say nothing, Baroness. I saw the entire catastrophe.
Cobra, hey, hi. You can find me on X. You can find me on YouTube. And let's see, what day is it? Is it Thursday? Tomorrow night, about 8. I don't know what time. Whenever we finish watching our little Lucha Underground thing. We're going to be on Slasher's channel talking about Lucha Underground. We're up to episodes 3 and 4. It's a pretty cool show from back in 2014. Wrestlers with masks. And then on Slasher, not Slasher. I'm brain farting all over the place right now. The alien roundtable on the Austinator. There we go. The Austinator's channel on 8:30 on Saturday night. We're up to the second to last episode of Alien Earth. The show kind of sucks. I liked it at first, but now I'm not digging it, and we're going to be talking about it. Hopefully, maybe arguing about it, and then that's all I got going on right now.
Thank you, Shifty. And if anything we learned from Shifty's outro, it could be the Chinese bad paint that you're smelling, or it could be Shifty. Thanks for hanging out.
Hey, yeah, that's a lot of brain damage causing brain farts.
All right, we're gonna pass it on over, and
I'm just saying goodbye. Save your energy. So long. Here's one Starscream's been saving for you.
Yeah, man, you heard him. That's Starscream saving it for you. Tomorrow we're doing the Friday Underground. We're gonna get back into the Charlie Kirk thing a little bit. We're gonna do a little breakdown on the on what possibly the actual shooter was, because it doesn't look like it was that kid. And we're gonna do a breakdown on Friday about that. Pretty interesting. There was a Marine sniper who's also a ballistics expert who teaches it to the 3-letter agencies. And he had a full breakdown on what the hell happened, what actually happened. And boy, it's the most, it clarified everything basically. And there's also other footage that they found that our government has, and they're not letting people see it. So we're going to be talking about that, because there was about 3 or 4 drones that were out there that filmed everything, and it looks like the kid never fired, or wasn't really. But we're gonna break into that on Friday, so tune in on that one. Really interesting shit. But also, this weekend I am doing UltraCon in Florida. Here is the promo shot of that. So if you guys are in the Florida area, West Palm Beach, I'll be over there. There's a website, ultraconcity.com. You can go there for any other info or to see the guest list. Sergeant Slaughter is going to be there, as I found out. So maybe I'll say hi to the Sarge.
10 Hut maggot.
Right. But good stuff all around. And everybody, be good to one another. Kick ass while you create. Don't take shit from nobody. Thank you, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, Vinny.
Not bad for an old timer. Old timer.
Yeah, it is. Once again, thank you everybody that stopped in. Hope you had a lot of fun. I know we desperately needed a break from all the nonsense. Unfortunately, we're going to have to dip back into it again, because there's certain people in our society just will not stop, and they're catching the consequences of their own actions. And all I can say, you created this kind of shit, and now you're crying about it. I don't feel bad for you at all. But we will look at to see what else we got going on there. I always say, take everything with a bit of skepticism. What's going on, Canadian Spider-Man, man? Good to see you, man. I'm glad you stopped in. We're getting ready to wrap up, but man, good to see you, man. Oh, yeah. I hope you're doing well. If he's got anything going, be sure to drop a link. Are you even modded in this chat? No, you're not. Here, let me fix that real quick. And boom. There you go. Now, if you got anything going on, you can go ahead and drop a link in there. I try to keep everybody that's always in my channel, try to keep them modded. This way, YouTube can't play the games, because they love to play those freaking games. Only one more like to go for the 20 like hype, everyone. So who will give Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collector's current live stream that 20 like hype? Yeah, absolutely. And once again, I want to thank everybody that subscribed new to the channel. If you're catching this for the first time, or maybe for the second time, I hope that you come back for more. More content will be released up on my channel as soon as I can. I know I had a bit of a lull for the past couple of weeks, just dealing with injuries and everything else that's been going on. It really did sideline me, and I didn't have quite as much prepared for the show tonight as I would have liked to have prepared, but I think I still came with a decent amount. And on the way out, I just want to play this one more time, because it gave me a good giggle, and it seems like everybody up here appreciated it.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Till all are one.
Remember, always try to have as much fun as you can because there's going to be a lot of people that want to bring everything down. Oh, you're traveling? Nice. Doing very well in Texas now, visiting our friends. Awesome, man. You stay safe out there. There's a lot of weirdos out there, man. I don't know if you heard. Yeah, we always try to bring the goods here, man. That's why I surround myself with really good people that always try to help me out, even in the moments where I'm absolutely unreasonable and I'm very difficult to deal with. They know when to give me a little bit of space. So thank God for that. See, I did not. I missed it, each one. I'm sorry. I can't even find it right now. But thank you, Ancient One, for the fake super chat. I would read it, but I can't find it right now. It's not like a regular one. So, but what I can do for you is I can give you this.
This calls for a Sword of Omen special. Thunder, 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 Thundercats! We're cold, Slither, you'll be joining us soon. A band of violence, bringing our doom.
I thank you. Till all are one.
I guess every time.
Yeah, I love that. I got to make a couple more. I mean, I have so much fun playing around with some of those old clips. There's a fake super chat. A colossal size bag of premium guinea pig treats for Tommy the guinea pig and his wife at the guinea pig pups. I think a week out of complete happiness. Thank you, Ancient One, and thank you to everybody who's been here tonight. Lurch Troll, RR, Frankie, Canadian Spider-Man, PJ from Orville Nation. Soul Assassin. Oh God, there's so many names in here. So many good people. Chaos Hoy. I could scroll up forever, but I'm not going to be able to get to everybody.
Little
right
Momo
now.
with the gimp leg.
Yeah, everybody, all of them, even the midgets that were hiding under the stage. Thank you all for being here, and we will catch you next time. Same time, same channels, same great toy reviews and entertainment, because that's what it's all about, guys. Remember to stop by Vinnie's tomorrow. Check out Slasher. He's got a gaming stream coming up in a little while. And y'all have a safe one out there. Be well.
Peace.
You better run, Mojito.
What? I thought you said don't move.
That was before. Now, you run. Adios, amigo.